Welcome in, everyone. We are back with I Was a Teenage Exocolonist by Finji and Northway Games. They do have a content warnings part on their menu that I have not shown you because it does have spoilers. But for general content warnings, if you've been watching so far, you know this game does not pull punches at all whatsoever. Ever. We are 15. The Helios the crew of the Helios has arrived. The ship has a longer name. I don't remember. We're now somewhat sort of Stratos and Helios division that is starting to blend together, and it's a wild time. We're no longer starving, but we have yet to see how effective our new Helios members, with mostly military-esque style, the Heliopause, thank you, Traveler Side, will do up against the terrors of Glow season. So the month of Glow is really, really wild. Let's go find out what happens next, okay? Hello, Blackhawk, welcome in. My friend Hawk, whose stream I managed to catch a little bit of last night. Yes, Nightbot is my little bot. Nightbot still has to learn things, but here we are. Age 15, we are clear-minded with zero stress, we are popular, so our kudos are doubled, and we are mostly, mental stats. Mostly mental. Mostly mental. My state of being. Hello, Mars. Mars claps into light as you approach. Mayrin, she calls out today. Today I had a conversation with someone I haven't known literally since the day I was born. It was incredible. She claps her hand to her chest. They didn't know about the time I played Ingenuity in the crutch play and forgot all my lines, or the time Cal's pants fell down, or the food fight we had in the Strato mess hall. They didn't know anything. We just talked, she exclaims. And we didn't run out of things to say. Yeah, new people. Uh-huh. Yep. It is mid-dust, so it's not your birthday. So we will move on. We will not be getting in a debate with Mars today. Hey, Rex. How's it going? Still not used to life. Alright, well, have a hug, Rex. Have a hug. We have missed his birthday. Nobody told me. Not even Rex. Silly boy, I would have given him a present. Alright, who dis? Here dis. Yep. Dis is probably correct. As much as the Heliopause has brought food for the next 5 years, it has just delayed the inevitable in many ways. You should probably go back to bed, Blackhawk. Like, I adore your company, but you don't have to be here. The VOD will be up on YouTube later. You can watch on YouTube. It's okay. Get some sleep, my dude. My friend. Buddy, come on. Do not hurt yourself by not sleeping properly, please. Cal is kicking around a beanbag because he has just recently been shown by Rex how to play it, and he's really terrible at it, as you all are when you start out with beanbagging. That's fine. Hey, Sprout, your dad greets you. Lots of work to do getting this flying umbrella off the ground again, but I always have time for you. He laughs and rubs his face. No one from the Helio understands anything about putting plants in the dirt. They're trying, though. Yeah, they wouldn't. They weren't, ready to make a colony. They were just ready to conquer a world. Not that that's going to do them any good in the end, I feel, but, what do I know? Vase? You spot Vase. Oh, right. He's just like, if you're looking for Rex, you can't find him here. No. He's such an ass. And, all I did was oh, hey, guys. And he's just like, You're looking for Rex? Like, yeah, Rex is personable, so we like him better. Maybe if you weren't such an asshole, people would like you too, dude. Honestly, I mean, he could be hot. His attitude ruins it. Literally ruins it. Allison, welcome in. I'm good. How are you doing today? It's lovely to have you. It's a world crossover to have you here, honestly. I was thinking about it last night, how wild it is that somebody from my my love of a particular kind of fan fiction is now in my stream. Worlds collide. I love it. Where is Annie? She's over here. She's looking at documents because she's trying to become a soldier. I've read this one before, so we won't. Hopefully my voice will not be so destroyed today. I'm kind of feeling the mediocre and minor amount of voice acting that I do for this game. Nami is looking at the sky and being overwhelmed. They're they, them. They are so cute. I am not a pink person, but they are just a cutie patootie. And then there's my favorite tangent. You find Tange puzzling over a large holoscreen, making notes on her hollow eye and frowning over them. As you approach, she gestures to wipe the holoscreen clean and start again. Ugh, she sighs, taking a break to rub her temples. Okay, Tange, come on, think. You come up beside her and she startles. Oh, Mayron, hello, she says. I'm in the middle of running simulations on genetic diversity over the next few generations. You're welcome to see. It will affect all of us, most likely. Tange pulls up the next genogram simulation, a family tree encompassing all the people in the colony, their familial relationships and genetic conditions. She scrutinizes it with a frown. We have an unusually high amount of hereditary heart disease, no matter how you slice it, she mutters. Luck of the draw. We've lost quite a bit more genetic diversity than the original geneticists of the Vertumna project anticipated, and that's not even counting those unwilling or unable to reproduce. She crosses her arms. It's possible to steer the ship out of it, so to speak, but it will take some purposeful breeding choices, at least for 5 or 6 generations. Tange is gonna snap soon, way too much stress and overwork, it'll be messy. Even she can't escape being a teenager. She really can't. The hormones, man, they just run your life. Raptor Squeak, welcome in. You're here, you're queer, and you're ready to cause likely insignificant amounts of fear. I am not afraid of you. I am just happy to have you. But welcome in. I would like to verify her data because I too am a very smart person. And in fact, I have won all of the smart people things since at the festivals, except for the first one. The first one we failed at. She won that one, and all the rest of them have been us. I have the cards to prove it. Yes, I want to verify her data, Trav. Jeez Louise. Tange gives you a curt smile and angles the holoscreen towards you. It sounds crude, she admits. But the colony will need to accept a certain level of oversight in this matter if we intend to survive, genetically speaking. Artificial insemination of material from Earth donors, even in love matches, for example. You stare at the genogram until your eyes cross and shake your head. Tange laughs. It's terrifyingly complex, isn't it? She says. Imagine, this process happens all the time naturally. Why, any sweating beast can squirt a child into the dirt. It's all just proteins and luck, but the end result is this. She waves her hand at the massive chart. It's beautiful, in a way. On a long enough time scale, we can predict the genetic drift of a species. In the face of that, what do family bonds matter? Tange laughs bitterly. It's not as if sharing genes with someone guarantees you'll be a strong family unit. Does anyone really like their parents? That sounds a little eugenics-y. Just a little bit. Just quite a lot, actually. Here for this academic rivals plotline between you two? Oh, hell yeah. Look, we are besties, okay? We are besties. Tangent is my girl. She is my girl. I know almost everything about her. And my name should be here. Should be right here. Is it? No, but you know, my other option at this point is Cal, which is my childhood bestie. He was the first friend we had. Yeah, she's not my girl yet. This is true. This is true. Then I shall cause fear. Bills, mortgage. Ooh, so spooky. Raptor squeak. Stop it, please. You're freaking me out. And then after that, it's Dis. Poor emo boy needs a friend. So either Tangent or her brother, her twin emo brother, you know, the one that everyone hates. Although Rex is getting there. And we still can't even get along with this man. He's a jerk. Sadly, you'll find that the grayed out people are Tammy, Flulu, our mom, which I don't think you can avoid, Hal, Tonin, and Calm. Kombucha is gone, and he was a hottie, so, you know, sad. This needs more than a friend. He needs someone to properly depend on and confide in. Chosen family. Yeah, he definitely needs more than that. But I'm gonna go with the, this sounds a little eugenics-y. Not that this is necessarily incorrect, but still. Tange looks affronted. What? She sputters. Mayrin, surely there's a middle ground between eugenics and everyone dying of preventable genetic diseases, especially in these first critical generations. Cool motive. Still eugenics. Tange rolls her eyes. Whatever. I'm going to run the simulations. Then, when your inbred great-great-great-great-grandchildren interface with my consciousness that I've uploaded to the colony AI, I can tell them I was right. As for my own family, Tange continues, I feel no allegiance to any of them based on blood. If I had no family at all, that would be acceptable. Oh, my girl. You are having a mood. Sure, you could avoid your mom dying. You just need to stop the entire famine before it hits. Easy. Totally. Absolutely. Yeah, eugenics can be done with good intent. It's still eugenics. Yeah. Absolutely. She's not wrong, though. Like, she's not wrong. Considering the amount of people who died through the beginning half of this game, she's not wrong, but still. They could and should have fixed this with their perfectly good gene tech before anyone even landed. That is a good point, Trav. Gene tech is a thing, but apparently it hasn't fixed those problems yet. That's telling. I wonder if gene tech on Earth is more privatized than, you know, publicly and easily and freely available. What about Dis? Ugh, Tange says. I'm ashamed we're even related. All he does is mope around the colony all day, crying and moaning about how nobody likes him. Don't you miss your mother? You mean the depressed drunk who died when I was a kid? Tange reports. No, not at all. If it wasn't for Chief Steward Anne, I probably wouldn't even still be alive. Do you want kids someday? Tange looks thoughtfully at the genogram. Truthfully, I'm not entirely certain I can bear children. There must be limits to my gene-enurged body. I certainly didn't experience puberty to the extent that Mars did, for example. Besides, Tange continues, children would only distract me from my work. The chief engineer never had children after all. I think that's admirable. If she thinks that she can get out of being a baby maker, she is absolutely mistaken. Considering her current project. There are other ways to make babies than sex as well, which I'm pretty sure they have at least some of the engineering capabilities to do. Test tube babies are a thing. I mean, you can tamper with your genes post-landing if you get the right skills to unlock it. I did. I technically have 2 augments. I have, where is it? Calm Temperament was the one that I unlocked, or chose when I unlocked that ability, and and my first one was Absorbent Brain. So those are, it doesn't tell you, like, it tells you that you are, a fast learner and you stay calm. It doesn't tell you what the augments you have are in this menu. So, like, I have to go find the cards to remember what they're called. Welcome in, Plague Dr. Man. It's lovely to see you. Thankfully, you can get out of being a baby maker in this society, plus there's plenty of prolific parents in the colony. I mean, yes, but to some extent, having only a limited amount of the people in the colony provide genetic material for diversity's sake is not a good thing, Raptor. There's always that person who wants 12 kids. But if everyone is related to those 2 people, problems. Just saying. You haven't made much progress watching my backlog, but noticed you had Absorbent Brain chosen. Yeah. We unlocked Calm Temperament when we maxed out biology. So if you haven't seen me max out biology, like, legit yet, then that's why you haven't seen it, because that's where I got it. That's all. You'll get there. I don't stream on Saturday and Sunday, so you'll have all weekend to catch up and be like, I want more. Oh, you still provide the genetic material, you just don't need to give birth to raise them yourself. Yes, exactly, Raptor. Test tube babies, as I said. Watch all of May's backlog. She's awesome. Plague, you're ridiculous. I adore you, though. Allison will watch what she's interested in. That's how community works. Tanja's gaze flicks over to where Chief Engineer Instance is talking to one of the other lab assistants. In some ways, I'm the child she never had, and she is the mother I wished I did have, she says quietly. We became close when we started my gender affirmation process, she continues. It was so obvious then that we were kindred spirits. As I would come in for checkups and observation, we'd talk about the science behind the process. Of course, I showed an interest in it, and Instance fostered that in me. She supported me. She was a mother figure. Yep. Raptor, don't double down on Plague's crazy. Come on, give Allison a chance. She's just here to have fun. You know, Allison, that's a mood. And, you know, Plague Dr. Man can thank me for his now obsession with this game, and Raptor Squeak probably, is on his way to his next run because of me as well. You can have it, you can start a new run as a treat after your assignments are finished. I watch May competitively. There's no this is a single person game, Plague. Oh my gosh. You guys. Tange looks at the ground. Unlike my own mother, who by that point had ceased to find joy in almost everything. Yep, drunks are the worst. I would know from experience. Not from having been one, but from having known one very well. Moving on. What would I be without Instance? Tange says. The only thing I have in life are what she gave me. Not just this body, but my passion, my hard work, my achievements. Without her, I would have nothing. I owe her everything. Ooh, this is a hard choice. You're more than what she made you to be is still true, because, Tangent has done her own work. Like, her achievements are her own, not as much as Instance's support and efforts on her behalf weren't a part of that. Everything that Tangent has accomplished up until this point is because Tangent worked hard for that. Like, she studied hard. She has been in the lab. She has worked herself day and night devoted herself to science. And yes, that was influenced by Instance's support in her as her surrogate mother. She still is more than what Instance made her to be, but at the same time, she sounds really important to you. She was a mother figure, a role model, a person she could trust and confide in as an adult, and in the way that her own family wasn't able to do. So, both of these answers are valid. Only one of them Tangent will accept. Oh no, you can't play again until after April, or I should say after your April graduation, Raptor. I am so sorry. That sounds like an untenable amount of time to wait for this game. I'm glad that I can fulfill your need for it by letting you watch me. I'm hoping it'll be background for when I'm writing. Granted, I actually have to write to do that. Allison, I feel you as a tabletop RPG game master who should be working on her next campaign. I feel you. I don't write fan fiction, but I do some form of writing. It's not, I mean, it's just bullet point lists most of the time, but still. 2 belittles her feelings about her surrogate mother. I don't think 2, number 1 belittles her feelings about her surrogate mother. I know. I'm just saying that both of these statements are true, which makes this a difficult decision. Working through what is true and what Tange will accept are 2 different things. So I'm gonna say she sounds really important to you because that is the answer that Tangent is looking for. The first one still is true. Like, I just won't quietly believe that to myself, though. It's just 6 more weeks, been through worse. Besides, I did a short and quick playthrough after telling one of my professors about the game. See? You know. I apparently am an influencer now. I don't know how to feel about that. It's wild. Tange smiles. She is, she replies, more than anyone. Now, if you'd excuse me, she says, turning back to the genotype before her, I have our legacy to plan. Yeah, we're all old enough to be contributing to things. All right, have I talked to everyone now? There's no birthdays this month in mid-dust, as far as I know. Vance's birthday thing, or most liked thing, is cake, so he's an annoyance that I have to buy cake for him once a month, or once a year, I should say. I mean, it's not like I can't afford it, let's be honest, but still. Looks like I think I've talked to everybody, so let's see if there's anything new on the notice board. Food supplies are good, security is yellow. Still offering a warm welcome to the Helio people and Governor Lum, the self-absorbed asshole. And this is our council and administration. Notably, Chief Engineer Instance replaced Hal. And Chief Surveyor Utopia replaced Tonin. And Chief Cultivator Geranium, our father, replaced our mother, Flulu. So everybody else is still the same, primarily because Governor Lum was being oh so gracious and letting them stay on. All right, we are working in the depot at the moment for organization skill. The persuasion and friendship with Mars and the kudos are just kind of like side benefits at this point. For given amount of benefits, depending on what it is. Persuasion is definitely a benefit. The kudos we could use at some point. Mars's friendship is what it is. She's not our favorite. Let's just put it that way. She's not our least favorite anymore either, but she's not our favorite. I can also recommend getting a roommate hooked on the game so you can watch them play while you do productive things. Ooh, good choice, Allison. Telling my sociology of sexuality professor about the game and its options regarding sexuality and gender, and then rushing a quick playthrough to test it and hit 4 more key events for completion. Nice! That is awesome. May is my background for my sociology assignment right now. Heteronormativity, sexism, and racism in the sexual miseducation of Latina youth. Holy cow, that is a heck of a sociology assignment. Good for you, Raptor. I may be interested to read that later when you're done writing it. Doing a reading of that, creating notes to turn in, then guide class reading, class discussion. Nice. I sadly don't have a roommate to get addicted. I've got this up while I work. I appreciate you being here, Allison. Please don't get in trouble on my behalf, though. Pretty please. But I'm glad. I hope it helps. I hope the company, if nothing else, helps. Ooh, we don't have persuasion, but we do have very low rebellion. Okay. You're trying to find Administrator Seek to ask about something and accidentally stumble into a meeting they're having with Governor Lum. You didn't catch the topic of the argument, but you managed to piece together that Seek is trying to get Lum to come up with a way to explain something important to the colony. Whatever it is, Lum is dismissive about it. You hear him say he's not here to hold people's hands, which frustrates Seek. Figure it out, Seek, Lum says. That's your job. We could, we don't have the persuasion to convince him to help, but we can tell Administrator Seek that we could do it. Or we could just spy on them, or we could just leave, like a good, non-rebellious person. But our rebellion is very low, so I've kept it low for a reason. I will do a rebellious playthrough someday, but today is not that day. I have this up while I sit at my desk and feel depressed. Truly the best effective... Plague! Don't be depressed, we love you. You have friends here. Please, be happy. We would appreciate that. I mean, I can't make you happy. All I can do is, play the game and hope that helps, but still. I haven't written a paper in sociology. Mostly I'll be doing this semester is 6 to 7 minute video as my final project about a social issue and potential solutions for it. Well, I mean, that's just a heck of a assignment is what I'm saying, and I would be very interested to hear your thoughts on it, to be fair. I am not a member of the Latina community or a youth in it either, so I love the cultural aspects of a culture I don't necessarily have a lot of knowledge on, so I would love to learn, is what I'm saying. I do love to learn, but dang, that's cool. And good luck to your class discussion lead. I hope it goes well. Yeah, moody and melancholy. You are an emo. This is fine. But do remember that as much as it is good to feel your feelings, you cannot let them rule you. So, do try to do some self-care this week so that the mood lifts and you can at least reach some form of neutrality, if not contentment. Nothing wrong with appreciating culture and wanting to learn more about it. That's what I feel. I'm an amateur mythologist, amateur historian. The two are related because go back far enough and all history becomes mythology. So, as does all religion, to be quite frank. But to understand a culture and its, the way that it affects the people who live in it, you really need to understand the stories that they tell themselves and each other, to see how they view the world. So storytelling has been as far back as time immemorial for people, and really for any sentient social creature, animal, vegetable, mineral, whatever, is the way that we teach everything. So the kids heard the tales about the gods and the demons and all that to explain why some things were bad and evil and scary and should be avoided, and some things were good and right and what you should do in your daily life. And we have catapulted that into cultural festivals and religious idealism and organizations across the world, and just so much of history and culture and mythology and religion are enmeshed in that, where it started out as just the stories we told to teach. But that's one of my many soapboxes, so we'll leave it at that. The true origin myth of all societies and cultures, how sliced bread came to be. Fair. Although sliced bread is fairly modern, all things considered. We used to just rip bread apart and eat it. I don't know what to tell you. Bread is as old as civilization, but not as old as time. Again, amateur historian here. All right. Well, we will tell Seek that we could do it because we are a helpful, non-rebellious person. You wait for Lum to storm off like he usually does, then approach Seek while they're massaging their temples. You offer to help Seek with their problem, whatever it is. Seek sighs. The governor isn't used to how things work around here, they admit slowly. They clear their throat and look around to make sure he isn't still nearby. Nor does he have any real experience at running anything besides a squad of gun-toting soldiers. He doesn't appreciate the work of civil servants like you and me, Seek continues. He thinks the person with the biggest gun and the nicest smile should be allowed to make the decisions, with no regard for the difficulties of actually making those decisions a reality. They sigh. Perhaps it needs a more deft touch. I already have Mars working on softening him through social media, though she's quite rebellious. I could use someone I could trust in the position. So we have unlocked administration and command. Ooh. That could be interesting. I don't know what that will we will find out next month what that does. Ripping apart a fresh loaf of bread and fiending on it sounds divine. Let me tell you, my love affair with bread happened in Europe. I went to France with my French class in sophomore year of high school for a week over spring break, and it was the best week of my life. The most amazing food, and the bread. Oh my god, the baguettes. I heartily recommend going to anywhere where bread is something that they make in revered ways, like in France, and just buy bread from a bread shop and rip into it and eat it, and you will never ever go wrong. Because, like, the bread, man, if I could go back to Europe this moment, I would do it just for the bread. Just for the bread. I would get so fat. It would be so worth it. Although they walk everywhere in Europe just because their cities are a lot smaller than here in the US, and their commuter options are much more prevalent. So they like walk and bike and stuff everywhere in Europe, which is amazing. And you walk it off. You just walk it off. Mars is rightfully rebellious. Fuck Lum. I agree, Raptor. He's a piece of shit. I feel so betrayed. Was planning on getting Greg's, but turns out they're closed for the day. Aw, Plague Doctor Man, your sausage roll. That's so sad. When you have to jump out for work and come back to bread talk, yes. My condolences, Plague. Time to wrap up a sausage in croissant and bake it. Can also recommend Italy for bread. I haven't been able to get to Italy, Allison, but I absolutely want to go because their bread and their pasta, I hear, is absolutely amazing. I just want to go eat in Europe, just all the time. Please, can I just go live there? That would be great. Maybe someday. All right, let us get this depot thing going. We have buffs for blue cards because this is a mental, and we've got the mental stats for it. These are all high, so I'm gonna save tangents focus. So let's see here. We have science fair champion. We've got smart for my age. We've got another this, and that's like super gold up to the wazoo. So actually, since this is not in rounds, I can just do that and win ridiculously high. Can we get any better? No. Autoplay Fairy says, no, you too smart for me. Heck yes. I mean, part of it is the fact that I have pairs buffed, but you know. I went for college. We did Italy, Paris, and London, and it was all chef's kiss. Yes, absolutely. I've been to London, mostly the airport, to be quite frank. I've been to Paris. I've not done Italy. What city in Italy did you go to? Because there are so many cities where the food is absolutely amazing, but they're all different. Even above tortillas as a Lutino. Crazy, I know. Rice is your favorite carb? Wow, Raptor. As a Latino, you not having a love affair with tortillas is wild. Like, I'm sure your family is like, who are you? I would make a leg burrito or something because I have mince, cheese, and rice, but I would need to let the mince defrost earlier. Have you considered that cheesy rice is still valid? I don't know. I mean, like, the mince would be amazing with it, but... Rome, Florence, Cinque Terre, and Venice. Venezia? Oh, yes. Florence was your favorite. They have an amazing leather market. That sounds like an amazing trip, and if it wasn't for the fact that I actually do not experience jealousy in any real form at all, I would be jealous. Like, I know that this is the part where I should be jealous, but, like, I don't experience it at all. So, like, I'm just happy for you that you had such a good trip. Cheese, rice, a little melted butter goes pretty far for a light and happy snack. Yeah. Absolutely, Raptor. So there you go, Plague. If you don't want to wait for the mince to defrost, you can absolutely get at least a cheesy rice, you know, melted butter wrapped snack of deliciousness and be happy. Hopefully. We are victorious. Much organizing, some persuasion, extra kudos because of popular, and less stress because we have two things that knock our stress down. You're welcome. Late Dust, which is Cal's birthday, if I recall. I don't have it here. I just have had chat tell me. So I believe it is Cal's birthday. Yes. Mars is poring over a real book with real paper that she got. Well, she didn't borrow it. It was foisted upon her by Nami. Thank you, Trav, for the confirmation. The quesadilla sounds rad right now. Well, I mean, you know, sky's the limit, man. There you go. New perk. Oh, what did I got the organizing perk. Awesome. Draw an extra card at the start of challenge. Affect stacks. Ooh, I got the extra card draw. Nice. Awesome. Organizing and reasoning are almost equal. Rex is bouncing a small beanbag on various parts of his body, keeping it from hitting the ground. He stops and snatches it out of the air as you approach. Hey, Mayrin, do you want to play? Hey, I'm coming in for another hug, man. Again? Rex laughs, but wraps you in a big bear hug all the same. Ah, I love a hugger. Like, can we just be friends, my dude? Oh my gosh, he said something new this time. Rex spots you and waves, well, his whole body at you, thrumming with excitement. Mayrin, he exclaims. It's another beautiful day on this beautiful planet. Wow, what a time to be alive. He looks around at the ruins of the colony and lets out a little laugh. So what if it's a bit of a fixer-upper? That's all right, I'm good with my hands. All right, he's getting another hug for that again. Yes, Plague. I'm not in a love affair with your mans, but I'm glad that you are. I'm so excited for making some quesadilla later. Have some 4-pepper cheese with reapers in it, some ghost pepper jack, and some garlic and herb cheddar. Love making these. Gonna do a tall 4-layer one. If it wasn't for the fact that I am a basic white bitch raptor and could not do all of the heat and the peppers in that, it sounds amazing, but like, I'm glad you're eating it, not me. I would die. My tongue would be just a cinder at the end. I would never be able to taste anything ever again. But for those of you who like spicy things, Reaper knows what's up. Cal, childhood buddy. Oh no, the soldiers are bullying him again. Well, I found something you might like. Bobber fruit. Oh wow, that looks delicious, Cal exclaims. Thanks for the birthday gift, Mayrin. You know I love to eat. We do. He loves to eat. That's why he likes bobber fruit and eggs, because they're both edible. So now we know his birthday. We don't know anything else about him besides age. Actually, we do know this stuff. But He's our pacifistic, sweet childhood friend. Yeah. Our dad is still working on the flying umbrella, apparently, but you know, he's doing his thing. We love our dad. All right. Gotta go find Dis. Always say hi to Dis. Dis looks more skittery than usual, looking around at the new defenses. There's too many people here now, he mutters. Too much noise, too many mouths to feed. Whatever's out there isn't gonna be happy with us. I agree. Like, I think Dis is spot on that. Spice is my thing. Love getting Thai and Korean back home for how spicy they get. I have friends that are very much of the same considerations on spice, Raptor, and like, as much as that is a valid way to live, it would kill me. Like, I would die. Literally, I would die. I am unfortunately a basic white bitch. So basic. Vase looks exasperated by your presence. Hey, it's Rex's little buddy, he says, scowling. Get out of here before I have to send him a message about how I don't want his little gang of dickwits stinking at my garrison. He cracks his knuckles. You're not gonna like my choice of medium. Oh, really? I have every right to be down here, dumbass. Ooh. I don't have the combat skill to challenge him, but over that, I totally would have. And I'm a pacifist in real life, so, you know. I have an Egyptian place that has amazing hot sauce, makes excellent portion control since I have to stop eating when my mouth is on fire. That's, you know, that's a fair point, Allison. It is very hard to continue eating when your mouth literally is on fire. Oh, Raptor. You crazy, crazy Gen Z. My tongue is also kind of torn open in the middle a little bit, and I don't know if that affects my taste buds at all, but I can't eat anything spicy. Plague, I'm pretty sure that is definitely a very good reason why you cannot do spicy. You've got a sensitive tongue. Please be careful with it. Check. Okay, nothing. No collectibles in that little corner. Tange, what's up? She is still happy about how the engineering wing has escaped relatively unscathed from all the crazy. And, yep. Nami? Oh, she's marveling over the sky again. Cute, cute girl. I think that's everybody but Mars? No, I'm pretty sure we did Mars already. Yeah, she's complaining about the uniforms, so... time to find out what Assist the Governor is. 3 persuasion, 3 organization. Less kudos than working in the depot by 1. Still friendship with Mars. Better organization, so we're gonna do that. And it'll be... Organization is the second one, so we'll only get 3. But we will end up doing... I'm pretty sure this is social challenges, so we're going to max out persuasion faster, which will help us down the line, I think. So, yes, Assist the Governor is the way to go right now. Anything new on the notice board? No. Nope, not at all. Supply depot, anything new? We can buy the cake. I will buy the cake when it's time to buy the cake. I'm not doing it in advance. Nope. Nothing in here that I want. Okay. Assist the Governor. One of your first tasks as an administrator is to format the monthly report to Earth. It's full of boring, carefully formatted data. Steek is very specific about it and makes you redo it 3 times until you get it right. You drop off the report at the comms desk and realize you've yet to be told how to process any reply from Earth. You wonder if they reply at all. Asking an adult. Asking Lum. Ask Seek, ask Lum. Investigate on our own. +1 to the left card is also okay. I feel like investigating on our own is for the best. The blue cards are the majority of our deck, so leaning towards the blue cards rather than the yellow cards, which are social, might be... It's probably going to give us rebellion, but it'll definitely lean into our organizing. Because we legitimately have over 50 on our own. You can't believe you let that comment... Look, if I had the combat capability, I would have decked that man right now. But I don't. My combat is a 17. A piddly 17. Like, it is my lowest score. I can't deck him. I would totally fight that man. But I don't have the ability, guys. I'm so sorry. I went all brain, not brawn. We investigating on our own. Yeah, rebellion. But investigation... You sneakily read through the administrative HoloNet files you're allowed to access now. There's a huge backlog of messages, all dating from during the 20 years the Stratospheric was in space. You scroll through the preview text quickly, not wanting to draw too much attention to yourself. The majority of the messages are updates from the colony's allies in the Vertumnum group, but every so often there's a message ordering the ship to cease and return to Earth, putting an end to their illegal immigration and return their stolen property. If the Vertumna group weren't outlaws on Earth before, stealing congruence and the gene tech definitely did the trick. These messages are angry. Don't you have a plasma pistol? Just shoot him in the back. Sever his tendons. No, you go for the throat first, Trav. That way they can't scream. Then you go for the tendons. Take him apart piece by piece. At the joints. It's fine. I'm not a serial killer. No, not at all. Again, the conversation that we had in yesterday's stream of whether I am lawful evil or neutral good. There are no more messages from any time after the Stratospheric landed on Vertumna. Maybe nothing can get through the wormhole. Maybe the communication system was damaged, and it wasn't until the heliopause landed that the communications could be restored. Or maybe both planets are just shouting into the void. It's impossible to say. Alright, well, a bonus to pairs. We are good at pairs. +1 for each gem on other cards. Well, we can do a run of 4, interestingly enough. So what if I do... This becomes a 5, though. Would it be better to do this, maybe? Why are we not getting a flush here? Ah, there's the flush. It was like not registering the flush there. That is definitely a super goal win, which is what I would prefer. We can't do like 876, even though we have a 7. This only can get up to a 5 because of this gem card. If we had more gem cards, it could go higher. It wants me to do this, though. That is, technically speaking, the higher score, I suppose. Alright, I'll do that. That's fine. We win! Watch our persuasion rise dramatically. Heck yeah. +5 persuasion, 3 organizing, kudos. From popular, we got double and then less stress because we got calm temperament and hot eye. Don't scream so well with a big hole through his torso either. I mean, fair, but you have to take out both lungs at the same time, Trav, and it's just much easier to go for the weak point of the throat area right away, especially if you can get up close and personal and he doesn't expect you to be a threat. Just saying. Get all buddy-buddy with him, take him to go hunting, then just leave him to die in the wilderness. Do it into public, a display of power. Wow. Raptor Squeak is like, don't get in trouble for it. It was an accident. You don't know. You got separated. Let the planet cannibalize him. Plague Doctor's like, no. Make a show of force. Show Lum how much in over his head he is. Well, it is early wet, and as we know, it is Mars's birthday. Because, oops, wrong menu. That is her birthday. We know this. Early wet. She likes crystals. Because they're pretty. Oh, she's, sheltering with Rex. I see. Can you believe Uticott? Mars sneers, tapping away at her hollow palm. She's a washed up old bureaucrat who has no idea how to lead us in a crisis. She's totally given up. She should just step down so someone else can actually get things done. Were you not there, Mars? She did step down. For Lum, who you don't like any better. Girlie, have your birthday present. Ha! Mars laughs, taking the crystal and turning it over in her hands, inspecting it. Well, I've had better birthday gifts this year, but I admit, this crystal is pretty fabulous. I'll add it to my collection. Yeah, we know. We know. Okay, let's get into a debate, because we now have a persuasion high enough to do so. That's debatable. Mars would never stoop to using her fists to get her way, but she loves a good fight nonetheless. You ask her what she would have done differently if she'd been the captain of the Stratospheric when you landed, and her eyes go wide. She launches into a whole laundry list of shoulda wouldas, and whatever she says she would have done, you offer reasoning for why it wouldn't have worked. After a little while of this, Mars is positively invigorated. Wow, you really thought about all this, didn't you? She says, cracking a smile. You're totally right. It's a lot more complicated than just making decisions and telling people what to do. Thank you. It's so important to have people like you around to keep me on my toes. She cracks her knuckles. Okay, but when I'm governor, I will do so much better than the adults can. Hopefully, she'll remember that she needs people to put her back in her place. The rebellion is now down with the lumocracy. Look, my rebellion's only a 15 plague. Please, be realistic. Alright, shall we back Mars's bid for overlordship? Because that sounds rebellious, and we aren't that right now. And we aren't that right now. Yeah, no, it really does. Rex surveys the reconstruction efforts with a thoughtful look on his face, which melts away when he sees you and smiles. Hey, Mayrin, he says. I'm thinking we should put a pool over there. Oh, how about a dance floor with giant booming speakers and blinking lights? And a disco ball. Yeah, hugs incoming. Aw, yeah, Rex exclaims, wrapping you in a strong bear hug. He even lifts you off the ground a little. It's a good hug, the kind that makes you instantly a little more relaxed. Oh, and then suddenly, a thing. Well, I guess we reached a friendship threshold. Yep, friendship 10. You find Rex playing cards by himself in the lounge with an actual physical deck of cards. He looks up as you approach and visibly brightens when he sees you, sitting up straight with his dog-like ears on alert. Wait, hey, Mayrin, he exclaims. How's it hanging? Do you want to play a game with me? Sure. What kind of game? It's called Bottoms Up, Rex explains. We both play a card from our hand we think is lower than the one the other person is playing, and the person with the lowest card wins. If you win, you get the number of points that are on your card, plus you get to take the loser's card and add it to your hand. So you want to play a low card to win, but if you play your high cards at the right time, you get a lot of points. It's a game of compromise.
I used to play it all the time back on the Helio, but now everyone's here and, realizing their big dreams of being heroes and saving humanity, Rex says, rolling his eyes with a good-natured grin. Soldiers love to gamble, Rex says. You know, that thing you use here, kudos? We can bet some kudos on it, or maybe we can bet something more interesting. So we could say, how about 100 kudos? How about, is 20 kudos okay? Can we just play for fun since you're teaching me? Or what do you mean, more interesting? He's so amazing. 100 kudos. Gambling rules. No betting high before you even tried the game. How interesting can it get? Plague says, bet 100 kudos. Trav says, go for more interesting. Anyone else in chat want to weigh in before I make a decision? Oh, wait, yeah, bottom option. I was surprised you didn't go for that option first, Plague Doctor. I forgot about that option. You forgot about something about your mans? What? Even Raptor's like, more interesting. Sorry, I was lost in his eyes. I mean, he does have heterochromia. So. Does it involve belly scritches? I know. It's adorable, isn't it, Ellison? Plague is the best. What do you mean, more interesting? Well, Rex says, his smile turning a little wolfish. Have you ever kissed someone before? Guys, we have yet to have our first kiss. The only thing hetero about him. Truthfully, we have not kissed anyone in this colony yet, so, no, not yet. Really? Rex asks. Wow, but you're so pretty and cool. He puts his hands on yours and leans in, looking at you with a sincere expression. I'd love to be your first kiss, Mayrin. Oh, I thought you meant something interesting. It is when it's your first kiss. So we could go sure and just flirt. We could go, wait, do we kiss no matter who wins? Because smarts. Or, no thanks. Plague has redeemed Ruler of the Votes. And he wants to say sure, because he wants me to flirt with his mans. No, we can't. Plague has chosen. Exactly. So thank you for using your channel points for your own agenda, Plague. I'm very amused. I suppose we are flirting and not being smart. We're flirting. Rex put out his hand to shake a paw, or to shake it. Deal, he laughs. The anticipation is the best part. And now we're in a card game. Look at this boy. He's so cute. I love how they give you the full art and you get a moment to like enjoy it before all the UI pops up again. Like, that's a very nice touch. Also, Nightbot is reminding us to hydrate, so please do so. If you have the capacity to hydrate, please do so now. And if you do not have the capacity of hydrate, this is your chance to go and get something to hydrate yourself with, please. Pretty please. Self-care is important. I appreciate you for being here. I love that you can see the art in the gallery too. Yeah, I haven't checked out the gallery because I want to do a full playthrough to see what I've found so far. So we'll definitely do that at the end of the story. But like, yeah. I like the little touch of they worked so hard and are so proud of this art that when they do a full scene for a character like this, there's just the delay before the UI re-pops up again so that you can enjoy it for a moment. It's just really nice touch. Okay, time to check the rest of my energy drink. Raptor, I said hydration. You do have to unlock them first to see them, so no spoilers. Yeah, no, it's less about the spoilers aspect and more about the, oh, look at how many more things I could find in this game. So like there's the whole, okay, here's the overview of all the art we found in my playthrough. Look at all the things that I have missed so far. You can go find them for yourself. Yada yada. Like I'm enjoying this game so much I gotta rep it at the end. It is hydration. It's a water-based one. Raptor. At least do a hydration chaser, okay, please? No calories, no sugar, just caffeine, no optics, vitamins, and death chemicals. Again, a hydration chaser, please. Please. Pretty please. I'm asking ever so nicely. How could you possibly say no to me? I'm a gamer, not on a run. I don't do energy drink. Well, that's not true. I drink coffee. That is my energy drink. Mostly to turn my brain on, because my brain does not like to start up. It is not a morning person. Not that I actually necessarily function in the morning, but you know. Rex shuffles the cards and deals half the deck to each of you, and you begin to play the game. The best thing about this game is that it's not very hard to play, Rex says, scooping up his winning cards. It's all about how well we know the other person. And, well, we don't know each other very well yet, so what do you want to know about me? Ooh, it's 20 questions in a card game. I love it. I wish coffee liked me more, hence energy drinks instead. I mean, that's fair. Some people prefer tea, some people prefer hot chocolate, which chocolate does have an amount of caffeine in it, FYI. Some people prefer other options, hence energy drinks. Yeah, good call. Not only am I trying to finish the gallery I got on PS solely so I could get all the trophies, and when I'm like hiking, I like have chocolate bars and apples for my energy. Yeah. See, Plague Doctor Man knows. Hey Rex, when's your birthday? What's your augment? What do you like and dislike as gifts? I know, really? Caffeine makes me sleepy. Caffeine is an interesting chemical because it is an addictive chemical, just FYI. But depending on your brain chemistry, it will either wake you up and give you energy, or make you sleepy and make you and slow you down. Like, it's an upper or downer depending on your brain. So if you are on the ADHD spectrum of things, caffeine is likely to it will A, slow your brain down to help you focus, and B, drink enough of it and you will go to bed. But if you are more on the range of a chemical normative and not ADHD like, you're more likely to find it to be a focus or an energy boost. And again, drink too much of it and it is a chemical that your brain can get addicted to, and therefore you will need more and more and more and more coffee all the time. I do have an ad break in about a minute for those who are not subscribed to me or Twitch Turbo users. Those two options are available to anyone who wishes to avail themselves of it to avoid the ad break, but if you watch the ads, you're still helping me, and I appreciate you for that. Thank you very much. I have a friend who's allergic to caffeine. It's a weird substance. It really is, Allison. Yeah, there is a small percentage of the population that is allergic to it, a small percentage of the population that's too sensitive to it, and it does bad things for them for different reasons. Your mileage will vary when it comes to caffeine and all of the many types of caffeine there are. So, like, some people react to coffee, some people react to tea, some people can't even eat chocolate because they're allergic to it. Wild, I know. Like, I could not live without. Subscribing to May is I would recommend. He would. He has given gift subscriptions. He has. All right. Have you made any friends here, Rex? Oh yeah, of course, Rex says. He looks happy. All the adults are so much nicer than the ones I grew up with. Like, they care so much about how and why they do stuff. I love being around them. And the other teens, like, whoa, you guys are all so cool.
Annie and Tange are so passionate, Cal's a solid sweetheart, and Mars is like a galactic level hottie. Wow.
He trails off, lost in thought.
Oh, and that Dis guy seems interesting too.
He's very interesting. He would hate you, but he is very interesting. Would use my Prime for it if I wasn't committed to a favorite streamer who's away in Vegas for a week. Raptor, that is absolutely valid. I do not have to be your favorite. You support who you would like to support. I am optional. Chatting in my chat is optional because I'm lurk friendly. I love my lurkers. They are life and love on Twitch. You know, interacting with me is optional. Subscribing to me and everything is optional. Like, I'm just happy to have you guys here. You guys are my friends and I enjoy your company, whether you're lurking or whether you're active. So please sit back, relax, and enjoy because I appreciate you just being here. What do you like to do for fun, Rex?
Talk to people mostly,
Rex says and puts down a low card to win the hand.
I like to see what everyone's doing and help them with stuff if I can. I just really like being around other people. I like doing whatever they're doing.
Oh, you're such a golden retriever.
Oh, and cuddling, of course. I love cuddling and running and chasing stuff.
He rubs the soft inner part of his ears and smiles sheepishly. Ah, you're adorable. Perfect ad time, right as his laundry goes off. Sweet. Oh, no worries. Raptor, I'd buy you one, but I'm kind of short right now. Yeah, Plague. Maybe don't spend all your money on me, please. Jeez Louise. What are your plans for the future, Rex? Rex blinks at you.
Oh, wow. Big question. I don't know. I think if I stayed on the heliopause, I would probably have ended up becoming a soldier like everyone else, but planetside?
Rex smiles to himself as he puts down a high card.
I could do anything. I've always liked making things with my hands, and I like to make other people happy. Maybe I can do something with that.
Yep, absolutely we can do something with that. Enough talking, let's just play the game. You play out the rest of the cards, staying fairly even in points until Rex is left with only one card, and you have two. You're trailing, but not by much. If you play your low card for an easy win, you'll gain enough points to make it a draw. If you gamble on a slightly higher card in your hand, you might lose entirely, but you could win. What do you do? Well, we don't have enough empathy to check Rex for tells, so it is a 50-50 at this point. Low card for the draw, high card for the win. Or possible win, I should say. Short is relative. 5'9" got me feeling tiny in the Midwest. Yep. Tall people out west. It's weird because, like, Dis would hate him, but I'm an emo and I freaking love this man. Go big! Allison wants me to play the high card. Honestly, I think Dis would hate his very energetically, like, excitable personality until the hugging started, and then Dis would break down and they would be besties. Like, I think it would be one of those, like, first impression hate to, like, besties situation. Or otherwise, like, maybe they'd, you know, be down for the like, Rex would be in it just to make a friend, and Dis would finally find, like, his soulmate or something. Like, it could totally go down that way. I could ship him. Rex would just golden retriever him into friendship. Exactly, Allison. You get it. Like, Dis's immediate response to Rex's personality would only make Rex want to be his friend even more. So, like, he has no chance, but I would ship them too. Like, they could definitely make each other happy. Rex would be happy just trying to make Dis happy. It would be wild. They'd run around the countryside together. It would be so cute. Oh my god, it's Wangsian. I know. This is why it's wild that you're in my chat right now, Allison. I just... Our favorite boys in Exocolonist. You're shipping both my favorite lads together. I'm so here for it. Oh, we have yet to
We have yet to inform you what we mean when we're talking. Excuse me while I go and make an AU. Oh no, Allison, what have I done? I'm sorry that my muse capabilities have come to pass for you. I apologize. But if you threadfic it, I will read. Actually, if you write it for AO3, I will also still read. Please and thank you. Make sure that I am tagged. Yeah, Plague Doctor Man, Allison and I are both fans of a particular pair of very fanficked Asian fantasy boys. Moving on. High card for a chance to win. Let's go. You put down your higher of the two cards and Rex shouts, "Are you for real?" He laughs. "That was a really risky play. You're lucky I only had a hide card left." He turns over his card. It's even higher than yours. You win the game by a comfortable margin. Rex tidies up the cards, biting his lip with one little fang as he darts you a coy look. "So, want to cash in that bet, winner?" We actually get to back out of this if we want to. I don't think Plague Doctor Man is gonna let me, but we actually could. Honestly, it's a game in my house. How long before I make an AU? Fastest was 5 seconds, longest was 45 minutes. Allison, the fact that you are a prolific writer just makes me so happy. Like, you have no idea. I would like infinitely like every thread fic you have on social media if I could, and absolutely I have definitely read stuff on AO3 from you and have loved all of it, so heart, I'm a fan. You would break my heart. I am definitely gonna kiss this boy. He's gonna be our first kiss, which is crazy because I've been chasing Tangent our whole lives, but still. I was just waiting for the ruler, crowning yourself ruler of the vote on this one. I was waiting for it, Plague. Anyone who's ever watched any other playthrough where there are romanceable characters know that I, at the very least, get to the smooching and holding hands with everybody I can. Yes, please. No, thank you for being here. I just love that you're here. It's wild. I love it. Rex giggles and leans in, cupping your cheek and placing a soft, thoughtful kiss on your lips. It doesn't last long, but you can tell he's a great kisser. He smiles warmly as he pulls away. Aw, he's a gentleman, too, for a first kiss. Thanks for playing with me, Mayrin, he murmurs. Maybe we could do it again sometime? Absolutely. I'm down. Can we immediately play cards again? No, but we can get another hug. He's talked about the disco ball thing before, so I'm not gonna read that one. Alright, we have had our first kiss. Hey, Cal. Cal looks like he's being run ragged. Hey, Mayrin, he says, leaning against a pallet of building supplies scavenged from the heliopause. What's up? I don't have a lot of time. I gotta get these over to geoponics, and then we gotta get plants in the ground. Oh, Cal. Dad! Ah, he's mentioning that the soy bars from the new ship taste different. We've read that one before. Any collectibles? Not that I can see yet, but you shall see. Ah, Mushwood. Let's go. Oh, Nami's up here. Nami is openly gawking at the rain pouring down. Wow! They exclaim. I'm not over that water, just falls from the sky here. What's next? Every day? It's like a whole new planet. Have you guys had weather this whole time? It's so cool. They giggle and kick their feet, sending up big splashes of water. Yep, cutie patootie. That's what they is. We don't have the creativity to make something with Naomi, unfortunately.
Sometimes you chase someone your whole youth and then see a cute dog boy and have to kiss him. It has been a good day. How many sticks do you have? Not enough for Rex. I have some amount of sticks, like 9 of them. I'm waiting for his birthday, though. He doesn't get sticks all the time. I have other uses for them. Oh, this is skittery and unhappy about how the planet is not happy with us. And he's right. He's absolutely right. The planet is not happy with us. We have talked to those two. Oh no, they're standing together. That's terrible. I would be upset too. Annie is fiddling with her plas cutter. She lost her brother, so she is now very much I must be a soldier and kill all the things. Vase is... wow. Unless you're here because you've realized Rex is a shit-for-brains coward who'd rather dick around than defend his own home, get out of my sight. Vase growls. I don't have time for weak-willed deadweights like him, and right now, that includes you. Dude! 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 If I don't have the combat skill, guys. Like, you need combat 40 or greater. Mine is at 17. Like, I cannot kick his ass, but I want to slap him so hard and that he ends up with a backwards perspective on life. Like, so... oh. Now, I have heard that this whole attitude is, his front. His mask. And that there's something more behind him. Allison may have clued me in that Vase is more than what he seems right now, but oh, I want to punch him so bad. And I am a pacifist. Gun. Did I level up combat just to fight Vase my first run? Yes, I did. Well, I'm not gonna be that petty, but oh my god. I almost want to be. Almost. I'm thinking about it. Ange! Bestie! I don't know if my mother knew when I was born how convenient my genetic modification would be in times of crisis, Tange says, rubbing her eyes with her forearms so as not to contaminate her gloves. I can work 3 times as long as the other lab assistants with very little decline in cognitive function. That's true, but she also has a higher metabolism because of it. So, honestly, as much as she can work longer than other people, she actually has to eat more than other people, too. So, there is a downside. Oh, he's continuing a bad cycle? That's really sad to hear, and very obvious. No, you should be nice to him. He's had a bad upbringing. Improve your empathy and give him therapy. I'm sure he's a wonderful person inside. Treat him like a grumpy chihuahua. A grumpy chihuahua, huh? That's what we're dealing with here? Grumpy chihuahua? Well, I don't like him right now, and I don't have the combat to kick his ass, and I don't have the empathy to empathize with his ass, so we're gonna just go do our job, I guess. We've talked to everybody. Assist the governor. Hello. Vase did have a bad run in life, but the way he treats Rex is diabolical. Yes, utterly psychotic, and will attack anything, but for some reason there are people who think he's cute. Look, some girls just like a bad boy. He is the bad boy. Like, is it psychologically good for them that they like the bad boy? No. Is it biologically stitched in that we want the person who is the most likely to kick ass and take names in our defense? Yes. Like, between our psychology and our biology, we're fucked. I mean, I'm just saying. Yeah, I know. I'm saying bad as in, like, actually bad. Abusive bad. You know, the reason why the abusive bad boy trope is a thing in romance novels is precisely because of the whole our biology wants the biggest dick in the yard to save us, but we can fix him. But what if we fix him by pegging him? Exactly, Allison. She gets it. He just needs some pegging and then he will be fixed. It's fine. You pass the construction yard on your way to work. Rex waves you over. Hey, come look at this, he says, leading you over to where a portion of the heliosphere is being married to the old living quarters with a scaffolding of mushwood. Isn't this wild? It's like our two ships are actually becoming one. He throws his arms around your shoulder. It's like a metaphor, get it? The colony and us from the helio learning how to work together. How we build our environment affects how we live, you know? You should come by and help me, he continues. It's really fun. You get to build things, and the construction crew is really nice, and you get to hang out with me. Wait, why not start right now? He hands you a plas cutter, a gun-shaped tool that emits a thin beam of superheated plasma. No time like the present, right? Zeke always says we always need more workers here. But you do have another job that you promised to do. I don't have the toughness to do the work anyway. Like, 26 is respectable enough for getting around the colony and doing a very sedate, job that I have, but it's definitely not enough for this work. I could just be like, how about we just hang out? Or, sorry, I got a job to do. Rex, I want to hang, but I gotta go. Break up with me all you want. You don't get unpegged, bucko. Do we fix him then peg him? Peg you? Yeah, I got you pegged as a fucking loser. How is this incredibly mean to say, but I don't think he deserves to be fixed? Oh, it only takes some scissors or a rubber band. Sorry, auto mod sometimes is bad. He does deserve it. Even so, it won't justify or fix his past behaviors. All he can do is work to be better. They did a good job with his character. I haven't hated someone in a game this much in a while. And his good ending is so hard to pull off. Really, it's just more the challenge. Sim is and will always be my boy. We have not met Sim yet, so we're working on it. I despise Fingers, but he was only in one mission. Gotta deal with this fuck for half the game. True. Yeah, no. I don't have moderators. I am the only, human moderator in my chat. And not every game allows me to, click out of the game nicely, like this one does, which is very nice, so I can mod, but auto mod is the only actual bot mod that I have. Nightbot doesn't have that reach. Nightbot is just here to automate some messages for you guys so that you guys know that, I care. I want to hang out, but I do have a job to do. Rex is great. He is our first kiss. He's a sweet puppy boy and we love him. Not enough yet, but we love him. I love him way more than the game says that my character does. I'm just saying. But we do have a job to do, and we are kind of a non-rebellious, responsible person. So, yeah, I get it. No worries about it. It wasn't actually a problem. Just Twitch being Twitch too. Yeah. Well, automod being automod, really. You can turn automod off. It's just automod is my only defense against the bots. The bad bots. And even then, they get through. God, if only you had someone who was always here. This is a bit I don't need to be your mod. Look. I don't need moderators until I have a Discord community to manage. And I don't have that yet, so... Honestly, it is one of the things I love about this game is that it doesn't hold back. I had no idea when I hit Tammy for the first time. And I was like, oh shit, this is gonna hit hard. Yeah. When Tammy died early in my run, I was like, oh, they don't pull punches here. This is not an off-screen, like, it is an off-screen death, but this is not an off-screen, like, emotional wreckage. Why are you hitting Tammy? Why? Yeah, I did not hit Tammy because she's too sweet, but she still died and I'm sad about it. Sorry, I've got a job to do. My loyalty. My loyalty. Rex thraps himself on the forehead. Oh, duh, of course. You've always got something going on. He lets you get back to work with a wave and a smile. Like, he won't even hold it against us. He's such a good boy. Look at this good pupper. A child dying? In my wholesome growing up simulator? You better believe it. Let's go. Okay. Does not matter the value of that card. Yeah, super gold that one. Look at that. Look at that score. My score is amazing. I've got a 2 of a kind, a 3 of a kind, a flush 5 with a when a plan comes together buff. Dis's secret is buffed for being in one end. Like, yes. I don't quite get a straight as well, but like, if I push this button, it's not gonna change much. I'm not even gonna bother. I super gold that shit by myself, thank you. There's an ending where, like, I had to walk away and, like, touch grass. Good to know. Good to know. Hopefully I don't get that one. So persuasion is boosting. Organization is still going. Kudos are acquiring. Stress is happening, but not that bad. And Mars, well, we're making friends. I know it was just making a joke, but if you ever need mods when you do have that Discord, I'm available. My mods have to be somebody I trust. Not to say that I don't trust you, Plague Dr. Man. You have been here and you are being very much a, like, hit every stream, very dependable person. So you might get it, but, like, I have to be able to be like, if I am not here, you are in charge. You better not fuck my community up. Trust. You know what I mean? Oh wow, only 1 star. Apparently could have done even better. Yeah, it's fine. A straight in this game? Yes, they do exist. For me, the walk away and touch grass was the Sinnerman mission in Cyberpunk 2077. I almost threw up in my first run of that one. I have never played Cyberpunk 2077. I probably will not play that game, to be quite frank. Not because I have anything against Cyberpunk or that game specifically, but just I chase games with stories, and I think there's too much of a first-person or third-person shooter element to that game for me to want to play it. I'm not into those types of games at all. I don't want to be your mod, I'm just offering in case you ever need one. Yeah, you're not the first person or the last who will offer, Plague, but I do appreciate it. I was too worried about it bricking my PS4 to play. Why would you want to be Frank? You're pretty cool as yourself. It's just a expression, Rapture, but, you know, well played, Clever Clogs. I'm completely content to chill here as a viewer. Hey, you're not just a viewer, you're my friend. And you can't get out of being my friend. It is mid-wet, so no birthdays, but Mars still believes that she has a chance with someone. Could it be Rex? Probably. Do we have enough persuasion to share gossip? No. But we've given her birthday present, so we cannot give her a present again. Hey, Rex. Rex looks up at the sky, a look of awe on his face. The only place I've ever seen waterfall from the sky before, it was in the shower, he says, stretching out his hand to let the raindrops patter against his palm. There's so much of it. Is it like this every year? Yep. Coming in for another hug, too. Again? Yes, Rex, again. Give me that hug. Gimme, gimme. Any collectibles? No. Ange. Yep, she's still grateful that the engineering wing escaped attack. Her birthday is next month, so as is her brother's, so we will wait until then. Nobody in the field, no collectible in the outlook. These guys are still hanging out. Annie's still listlessly kicking a ball around because she's sad. Poor thing. We are not friends enough with her to fix that. She's still not our lowest friendship, though. We feel bad, man, but here we go. Yeah, I still want to deck you, but I don't have the combat for it. I don't know when your birthday is, and maybe I won't care about it. Just saying. Nami! Marveling over the sky again. Such a cutie. Considering that I don't actually know what this particular response from him is in reference to, because we haven't run into an event with the new walls where anything has snuck in yet. Like, we haven't even gotten to the first season of Glow after the Heliopause has arrived. So I'm not entirely certain why this one is rolling up so much, but it's interesting, and it makes me think that there's something we don't know going on. Next month, dude, we're giving you a present, so just wait till next month, I guess. Let's go see Cal and Dad out in the fields doing the work, living the dreams that they have. Oh man, Cal's still being run ragged. Dude, we feel you. Dad! Your dad is hard at work rebuilding the greenhouses. There's a lot of replanting to do, as well as setting up the hydroponics from the new ship. It's almost like how it was the first year after you landed. We don't have animals high enough yet to help him again, but we're only literally a point away from being able to do it. How shad. Alright, no collectibles here. Let's go help the colony, or at least Administrator Seek, because we badass. We could apply to work in construction, except you need toughness of 30, and ours is 26. So, anything new on the notice board? Gates will be closed during Glow, because it's getting to that point in the... Nothing new on this front. Nothing new here. Cool. Assist the governor! I love playing with words. I'm completely content to chill here as your viewer slash friend. Well, I'm glad you corrected yourself, Plague. Just hearing again like it's Rivals. I don't play Marvel Rivals either, though I do have friends who play. I find Nami's happiness to be scary, whereas Rex's to be loving and warm for some reason. Different vibes, I guess. They are absolutely different vibes, but see, like, Nami is the excitable, run up into your face, talk really fast, then go run around to do things like zoom, 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 Sonic the Hedgehog, you know? And Rex is very much the jog up to you, do a laid back, hey, how's it going? Get excitable for what you're excitable in, totally vibe with you on it, and then be like, oh, you gotta go? Okay, bye! And just like jog away and do something else excitable. So as much as he is a similar kind of excitable, it is the difference between like somebody who's just like a really excited, chill dude, and the other person who's on a permanent sugar high. Like, permanent sugar high. I feel Nami's bubbliness is eagerness and happiness in creating and having fun, and Rex is more of an eager warmth to truly be everyone's friend. Yeah, it's very much that, Raptor. Nami has a really sweet storyline, though. The difference between the stoner kid and the theater kid? Maybe. Actually, I think it's more the artist kid and the theater kid. Like, Nami's the artist kid who just like makes art out of everything, you know, the arts and crafts girl growing up, and then she got into like sculpting and acrylics and just is like completely doodling on everything, and then there's Rex, who is like, yeah, I helped build the set. Rex just make me feel like I'm loved. God, I wish I could be as good a man as him as that. Yeah, you're too emo for that, Plague, let's be honest. As Chief Administrator Seek likes to think that they secretly run the colony behind the scenes, this manifests in them watching you very closely, suspicious of your motivations. To the adults, especially the older ones, you'll always be crutch kids, not to be trusted with anything of importance. One day they pull you aside. Mayron, I need your assistance for a classified mission, they say. You're surprised. Seek never trusts anyone. Could this be a trap? So if we had high rebellion, we could be like, yeah, you can definitely trust me. If we had even higher rebellion, we could be like, you probably shouldn't. We could be like Mars and be just like, whatever. What do you need? But we are such a loyal person and we're going to get a card out of it. So you can trust me. Nami is the cosplay kid now that I think about it. Yes, Allison, she is the cosplay kid. Yeah, she went from arts and crafts to cosplay. The artist kid extrovert, which is a very different than the artist kid introvert. Absolutely, Plague. Dis is artist kid introvert, where Nami is artist kid extrovert. Yep. They are two sides of the same coin, which is why they hang out. They're both artists. Yes, it's adorable to see their friendship because of that. And they are, like, legitimately platonic besties. The end. You can trust me. Those reports you've been sending to Earth, they begin, looking around to make sure you're not overheard. I was certain the wormhole was blocking all communications, but it appears... Seek takes a deep breath. The Heliopause's communication system is fully functional, they conclude. Earth has been responding. Your eyes go wide, and Seek shushes you before you can respond. Lum's received several brief priority messages from Earth, they continue. They're encoded, so I have no idea who they're from or what they contain. They could be from the Vertumnum group, or from Earth's military. Ooh, this is worrying. You promise Seek you'll keep your ears open for more information. She is trusting us. That is huge. She trusts no one. This is not a mental challenge, so it's gonna be a 5. We have no rounds here. This is the high card. Then we can do a run of 5s. We don't have any gem cards, so harvesting mushwood is not going to get any bigger. Does this one do that? I mean, it doesn't really matter if we do hooked on your holopalm or not. It's the same. It's super gold, so sure, I'll see if there's... Oh, okay, just going full blue. Of course, the flush 5. Whatever was I thinking? How about that? I think that's even better. Here we go. I kind of like Seek. She's old school and like her need to be in control of things makes her a very good administrator, not a very trusting person. But perhaps her not being a very trusting person is good in this situation. Like, the reasons she came here was definitely to escape a life of probably mundane drudgery that she hated. And I don't know if she's rethought her whole life, but it's interesting. And is willing to put trust in people under her when she knows it's necessary. Yeah, she's a complicated character, and we don't really see enough about her, at least in my playthrough, to know the full depth of her character. But she's interesting, that's for sure. All right, we win. All the persuasion, still organizing. So we're probably gonna end up with a lot of persuasion in the end, actually. It is now late wet. It is the twins' birthday, so we must give birthday gifts to them. And then it is glow season, and it's bad. New perk, +1 to social cards. Yellow cards get +1 in social challenges now. For legit reasons, not just equipment. Mars. So we don't have enough persuasion to do the gossip, but yeah, she's complaining about Uticott, who's already stepped down for Lum, so she needs to shush. Rex is pretty happy. We're gonna get a hug because hug. Because hug. No collectibles back there. Cool, cool, cool. Hey, Tange. I have something for you. Seems you've remembered my birthday. How thoughtful of you, Tange says, accepting the flower with a dubious look. I'll set this flower aside to analyze later. I am interested in the properties of all of autumnal flora. I have to, guys. I have to. It's Tangent. She's my purple goddess, you know? She's got the big brain. I can't help myself. I just trust her the most out of the leaders, other than Dad, of course. I mean, Geranium is the best. I stand by maxing out all charisma skills in any game. I mean, that's fair. We decided to go big brain over charisma, but yeah, it's fair. Generally a good move. I love when I can talk my way out of fights. I do too. Playing a bard in Baldur's Gate 3, I didn't do it on stream, but I did do it off stream, was a heck of a lot of fun where I could just like talk my way out of everything. I go with whatever my character would have had. Playing a lunatic Xenohunter who follows Vase religiously wouldn't have good empathy. That's fair. You are a role player, like Dr. Man. I'm gonna flirt. She's probably gonna take it badly. I'm still gonna flirt. Yep. Took it badly. But no loss. Like, we're still at a 95. And then she formally is like, thank you for the flower. Ugh. Tangent, you break my heart every time. Please, just love me. Yep, still an ass. Annie? Hey, Annie. Nami! Still enjoying the sky. Sweet girl. I have no idea this, but possibly. However, does this interest you? He plucks at the roots for a bit and then his shoulders slump. Should you give these to me because it's my birthday? He asks. I actually hate it when people make a big deal out of my birthday. It's, look, maybe you should just go do something nice for Tange. She actually likes the attention. Dude, I already did that. And then it was your turn. And I wasn't making a big deal of it, just have some freaking medicinal roots because you like them. Jerk. I've done that run. 'Twas my asshole run. Being able to fight the big monsters well was fun, but I felt really bad. My current run, I'm trying to get all the pets. I only have this one. I'm very happy with it. Keeps me from stressing out. I like that a lot. Dad! Yeah, they're livestock. Dumbass soldiers. We've had that one before. Oh, he's reconnecting with the planet. That's fair, Cal. That's fair. We adore you. Alright. Time to get back to work. To assisting the governor, because we are smarty. We are smarty. Ooh. The mood is somber as Mars calls the secret fun time club meeting to order. Annie won't be joining us today, she announces, or probably ever again. She told me she's too busy with training and stuff, and she didn't want to do any more sneaking around. She sniffs dismissively. It's okay. She was kind of a square anyway, but we need someone to replace her. So we're going to investigate the people from this new ship, she says. What are they like? What do they like to do for fun? More importantly, can we recruit them into the SFC? Mars stops and holds up her finger. Oh, and it's just SFC now. The Secret Fun Times Club was okay when we were little, but we're practically adults now. Hey, Mr. Scrake, welcome in. Thank you for the lurk. I hope you are well. I wish I got to see how a soldier actually looks. It's got to be similar to Vase's outfit, but I always imagine them having big dumb sci-fi helmets for some reason. I have a feeling that you have watched Starship Troopers. I love Darkest Dungeon 2 self-made tooltips. Literally took entire screen. Oh yeah. Maybe you can mod that, Mr. Scrake. You know, a quality of life mod. So there is a soldier ending which puts you in a more uniform option art. Ooh. Good to know, Allison. Annie's joining the Helios group, isn't she? In a proper way. She's going to end up regretting that, but probably not in time. That's the theory. Maybe if we'd been better friends with her, we could have talked her out of it, but who knows? I can make a custom one. See, Mr. Scrake? You could, in fact, make the game better. Annie Skywalker. Don't make me sad. Don't make me sad. Well, I was thinking more of a red and yellow Captain Falcon helmet with no eyes. I mean, that's also fair, Plague Doctor. Captain Falcon-esque would work. Keep her away from Mustafar. Mr. Scrake, you're awful. And especially high grounds. Oh, jeez. What about the new Governor Lum? Tange asks. I know he's technically an adult, but he's fairly young. It would be beneficial to have someone with actual clout on our side. Mars gives Tange a withering look. We already have someone important in the club, Tange, but thank you for your contribution. She crosses her arms and thinks. I mean, Lum's alright, kind of dumb, but like, you don't have to be smart to be hot, you know? I can't believe Uticott just let him be in charge. I've listened in on some of his council meetings and they're like total chaos. It's like he has no idea what he's doing. On that note, who do you approach? Well, we can't approach Nami because we don't have the friendship. We can't approach Vase because we don't have the friendship. I guess we're approaching Rex and being like, hey, buddy, come join us. You're going to be fun. May I have remove kebab play in my head 24/7. Oh no. Oh no, Mr. Scrake. I can see Vase shouting something stupid like Falcon Punch. I can see it too, and it's hilarious. Rex. You say you're going to try to recruit Rex, and Mars immediately invites herself along. What? She says when you insist you can do it by yourself. He's hot, okay? Yes, but he's our first kiss. You explain to Rex about the SFC. I'm in, he says, before you can even ask him to join. Sounds like fun. I love group stuff. But Nami has to come too, he insists. They're my best friend, and they hate being left out. If you want me, you gotta bring Nami too. Dude, that's fair. Nami's fine. Mars twirls her hair around her finger. Not a problem, she answers for you. Maybe you and I could meet up sometime, and I can catch you up on what we've missed? Rex winks at Mars, and he says he'd love that. You get the sense that maybe you didn't need to be here after all. Yeah. But he's, like, friendly with everyone. So I don't know what the problem is. I do love this card. Let's see. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. Oh, and because it becomes a yellow card, it becomes a 4. I mean, I still get the... I was like, what the heck? It's supposed to be a 3. But no, that makes sense. 76543. Why would you do that, though? That seems silly. It is slightly higher. I'm gonna do that just for shits and giggles. I have so many of these sticks. But now we've got a pair as well, which gets boostage from our hop eye. Hell yeah. We win. Ooh, I could be even worse and double down and make this an 8. I don't think I care that much. It's fine. PP, welcome in. It's going well. I hope you are well as well. That was a lot of using the word well, and I apologize. We're getting places. We're doing things. I plan to do a poly playthrough with these two on my current run. That's on my to-do list too. Oh my goodness. Everyone's making friends over this game. I love it. I love it. I love it. Mars is so real for that. I mean, she'll flirt with everyone, so I get it. I get her. It's fine. And like, Rex will flirt with everyone too, so, you know. We didn't get any extra kudos just because Mars's ambition takes a kudo, but it's fine. Persuasion is going up and up. As is organization, really. 96 is the boosted level, so like until we actually like legit max it out, we don't get the perk. But it's fine. It is now glow. This is where things will get wild. Let's find out who is around. The gates are closed. Because it's far too dangerous. Copia's like, no, are you dumb? We're like, no. Annie's out, as usual. So is Vase. I click it on you. Am I worried about an attack? He shrugs. No, we'll be fine. The governor's got this. And more importantly, we've got explosives. I'd like to see those alien animals, null shits, beat that. You are the worst possible person. Someday, I will do the aggressive run where we are a same type and I find out what is underneath all this bullshit. But, like, right now, all you deserve is being decked until you change your mind about being an asshole. That's that. Stands to reason that there will be some sort of attack this glow, as there has been in other years, Tange says, looking out towards the walls. It's my hypothesis that each attack will grow in intensity until we're routed from the planet or become the dominant species. With how difficult this year was on our food supplies, we are certainly entering a season at the disadvantage. Yep. That is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Hey, Dad. Is there a collectible over here? No. You spot your dad standing stock still, his eyes closed, his head tilted to listen. Hey, Gooseberry, he says, recognizing you just from the sound of your footsteps. Have you ever paid attention to the planet during glow? Feels different. He blinks his eyes open. It's like a hum, he continues. Maybe from the plants? Heck, maybe from the wormhole? We happen to know from an experiment we did that it's definitely from the planet, but it is being boosted by the wormhole. Cal stands in the middle of the garden looking around at the blanketing dark and the eerie glow from nearby fungal forests. I never knew plants could be like this, he breathes. It's amazing. It sure is. Oh, Dis. Hello. Dis looks up at the dark sky, illuminated by the fungal glow coming from the forest. Do you think it's going to make a difference? He asks, not looking at you. Soldiers, the walls, the explosives, they're going to keep coming, harder and harder until we're dead. It's probably true. Nobody spoil his augment because it's truly tragic. I literally couldn't believe it when I learned it. I guess I will not be learning it then this run. I don't know how to get that information. I'm not stressed out this glow. We could do things. Like, we could work in geoponics again. And see if there's a, experiment that we've missed since we haven't worked in geoponics in a while, but I don't think we're waiting on anything. We've not been out with the survey group for some months now. We could go back to command and stick with assisting the governor. What is in here? Anything new? No, but I'm gonna need cake next year, so I may as well buy it now. There we go. We've bought cake. What? This is augment? I thought it was obvious once I learned it. It's exactly what I've expected. Still tragic, though. I suppose we will assist the governor again and get locked in command. Vase's augment. I feel like the majority of the augments are sort of their own sort of tragedies. Everybody's has an upside and a downside. The most people have made great efforts to find common ground. Unrest between the Strato and Helio factions is common. The colony was founded with peaceful egalitarian goals, and the soldiers and scientists of the Heliopause represent everything your parents and the Vertumna group were trying to escape on Earth. This fundamental cultural shock can be difficult to navigate, even for those with cooperation in their hearts. Then there are those who do not wish to cooperate. Instance barges into command while you're on shift, not waiting for an audience before she starts barking at Lum. Governor Lum, she snaps, tell your soldiers they are not and will never be welcome in my lab. Lum blinks. Soldiers? He says. Do you mean the researchers? At Instance's terse nod, Lum smiles, puts his feet up on the command console. We brought Earth's finest scientists with us, Instance, he says condescendingly. Experts in their fields, every one of them. I thought you'd be grateful for the help. As assistants, Instance snapped. Not as lab heads. You can't just come in here and instate... I can, actually, Lum says, spreading his hands innocently like it's not his problem. Look at this place, Instance. Your weird hippie experiment failed. If it weren't for us, you'd be burying each other right now. Everyone has to work together. Oh yeah, that one's just, yeah. Points a gun. I can. Just then, the aforementioned researchers catch up to Instance and all start talking over each other, demanding that the governor order Instance to stop treating them like interns and start promoting Helios to lead positions. Instance starts yelling back, and command becomes a chaos of scientists screaming and waving their arms in consternation at each other. We can side with someone, or we can keep quiet. If we side with the Heliopause researchers, someone that has helped raise us, has nurtured us, has fixed our bumps and bruises, has given us our augments, is going to be very disappointed in us. If we side with Instance, she is outnumbered. Between Governor Lum and the researchers, she is outnumbered. She is the chief of engineering, but she's still outnumbered. So she might appreciate the backup. If we keep quiet and keep out of it, we keep unscathed in this free-for-all. The problem with this is that Lum isn't incorrect. I mean, his scientists should not necessarily be in charge of everything, but they should be given credit where credit is due for their specialties and their credentials. And Instance is not willing to be that cooperative, but at the same time, he's also being an asshole about it and is not correct, because the right person for the job should still be the right person for the job, especially when you are in a colony where having the right person in charge is really important. We are going to side with Instance because as much as we're not that rebellious, we are loyal to our people. This helped Tangent, of course. They should be weaned in slowly because while they may be good, they don't know anything about the local world yet. In other words, their base assumptions are going to be wrong. They need to start low and work their way up. Yes, but, you know, they need to prove themselves that they can be of actual assistance before they get put in charge of anything. And I think that's more what Instance is wanting to do, but, like, at the same time, you know, she was here first. It is her planet. Like, there's also this, like, this is my job, this is my call ego in it, I think. Instance is right to protect the colony from presumptuous eggheads with Earth's poisonous ideas in their head. If the researchers want to help, they can do as they're told. You add your voice to the din, though probably only Lum hears you. He frowns. Lum tells you to ignore them and to get back to work. Well, you know what? We're gonna listen in while we file reports, because we're not stupid. You could practically write these reports back to Earth with your eyes closed, or, in this case, with your ears open. You half-heartedly type up a report and continue to listen in. If you think I'm just going to hand over classified colony intelligence to a bunch of space cops, Instance spits, and the researchers all clamor to deny their relationship to the Heliopause military. Don't pretend like you don't want to send me back to Earth in chains, she snaps right back. That's why you're here, isn't it? You don't care about Vertumna. You care about recovering your master's stolen property. I'll bet you would have loved to get all 4 of us, she says. But Hal and Florissant had the good luck to die before they could see their work destroyed by a bunch of jackbooted Earth thugs. Ooh. Our mama has a past. You flinch. It hurts to hear your mom's death described as good luck. Instance stands ramrod straight, her face crimson with fury. Well, you're not going to get me, and you're not going to get my work either. Lum steps in finally. Now, Instance, he says, you're right. We were sent to bring you to justice, but now we're one colony. Neither ship is leaving Vertumna again. I sent a message to Earth telling them the colony was a failure and justice had already been served. No one is coming for you. Ooh, he is up to his own end. Yikes. Yikes, you guys. How can you know that? Instance says. We haven't heard anything back from Earth since we went through the wormhole. They could be sending a new fleet of ships right now. A strange expression crosses Lum's face. I've been in contact with Earth, he says with an air of finality. They told us to stand down and reinforce our efforts to colonize Vertumna. The room once again erupts into chaos. Steek gives you a knowing look. You try to get back to work. These reports to Earth that you thought were just busy work may be more important than you realized. We are gonna have to lie through our teeth. This card becomes a 3. Oh, if this was a 6. This was a 6. I mean, still a super goal, but... Yep, that was it. I have the best score possible. Alrighty. Super goal! I assume the 4 were Howl, Mum, Rhett, and Instance. I believe that is correct. Because your dad said that Fluorescent and Rhett were very close. So he didn't think he had a chance. And obviously that they were partners in crime. Clearly. Or at least that's what it alludes to. Persuasion up, organizing up. Not quite as fast, but still better than we can get. Almost, well, base better than we can get anywhere else. If we go back to working in the depot, we can actually do +5s for organizing. But, you know, getting persuasion up is doing good things for us, so yeah. Here it comes. You're relaxing in your quarters when you're with your dad when you hear the colony siren. The enemy is here. Your dad looks up from his novel. Huh. Seems early this year. We should head to the shelter in the lounge. You've been drilling on new evacuation procedures for the past month. There's no need to be a hero now that are so many new soldiers from the Helio. It's probably best if you follow instructions and head to the lounge with your dad. Sadly, we don't have the bravery to do anything more. We're too away from being able to rush to the front lines. We were only able to save Unicott the last time we were able to be that brave anyway. It does explain why Mom was in such a rush to leave Earth, yeah. Well, congruence and the gene tech that we have enjoyed the use of over the last 20 years and then a bit, you know, since the stratosphere took off, was stolen tech. So 4 people were the head of that particular grab and go thing, and then yeah, the Helios versus your group is a fascinating storyline that's kind of hard to find because it's easy to think the Helios are the superior with the way they storm in, but there's actually beats you can find that show that your group is in higher economical power position with all department heads being from the original conquest. I think the only reason why Lum left the Stratos people in charge is because he understood that the years that they had lived on this world and the knowledge gained about how things work here would be, in the short term, very, very important for the long-term survival. But he has every intention of replacing people, you know, the Stratos people with his own over time as they get caught up to speed. So it is very clear in what his intentions are. Sorry. The mood in the lounge is anxious, even though the colony's defenses are much better this year. Over hushed conversations, you can hear younger children crying inconsolably. You look for your friends in the crowd. Mars and Tangent are here, quietly reading something on Tange's holopalm. She doesn't even have one anymore. The game is not consistent. her hollow eye has replaced the hollow palm. Cal is trying to entertain some kids with his juggling tricks. The few civilian kids from the heliopause are here too, including Rex and Nami. Vase and Annie are absent, probably serving guard duty. You settle in to pass the time. Someone brings word that it's not a faceless out there, at least. You hear a few loud booms from outside, so strong you can feel their shockwaves in the floor. People gasp and cover their heads, but nothing else happens. After the attack, Lum gathers everyone in the lounge and holds a big celebration for the soldiers. They're feasting and drinking and songs of valor. As the party goes on, long into the night, some drift away in pairs, or more. Mars and Rex keep the dancing going. Even Annie seems to relax, especially when the other cadets invite her to drink with them. Tonight, everyone seems convinced that this victory means the colony will be safe forever. Maybe it will be. You sure want to believe it too. The least exciting glow we have had. Ah, yes, but can he be successful? It remains to be seen. This is the year in review. This is the major event of the Helios arriving halfway through the game, and the game ends at the age of 19, where whatever this wormhole symbol means happens. We have gained 75 kudos, 42 stress, 5 rebellion, plus 10 to the colony food, plus 6 to the colony defense, which is much better numbers than what we started with. Here are all of the cards that we have acquired in this year, and how our skill gains have been. You can see that we've bumped up organizing and persuasion quite a bit, as well as perception and animals and toughness. Reasoning has actually gone down. I don't remember why. Probably to do with starving. Our friendship gains, a little bit of Annie, a little bit of Tangent, Dis, Cal, Rex, and Mars. Mars being our highest friendship gain just because of the jobs that we've been doing. We have now reached Sweet 16. We have 3 more years. Or I should say 4 more years until the game ends. Mars. Mars surveys the colony like a queen regarding her subjects. I've been thinking about ways to improve this trash heap, she says. The problem is getting people to listen to my ideas. They still think I'm just some kid. She scoffs. As if. If they think of me as a child, they'll be all the more surprised when I'm running this place. Oh, Mars. Mars is also 16. We don't know who she's with, but that's what's going on. Let's go see our dad for birthday wishes. Hello, Mushlog. Will romance be in the air? That is the question, Allison. That is the question. Our dad has finally managed to find mental, emotional stability enough that he can marvel about being back on solid ground again. But no birthday wishes. Interesting. This is the first year that we've not had our birthday be the opener of the year. Heads up! You barely manage to find cover as water arcs over your head. You look around and Cal waves sheepishly, a garden hose in his other hand. He's surrounded by kids who are hooting and cheering for him to turn the hose on them again. Sorry, he calls out. I guess it got away from me. Oh, Cal. He is 17. A little bit older than us. Dis looks up from his holopalm, blinking to bring his eyes back into focus. What? He says. What do you want?
Just to say hi. No collectibles out here. Oh, wait, no, I lied. Crystal cluster. Alright. Vase. Yeah, no. Goodbye. Annie? Hey! Nothing new there. Surely, Tange, you've remembered my birthday. Tange gestures towards the geoponic domes. We're doing some really incredible things with genetically modified crops, she says proudly. Recombinant DNA is fascinating. We can take the genes that select for hardiness in vertumnant plants and insert them into the genome of humble terran plants with higher yields, such as potatoes. Oh, she says, closing her eyes. And even coffee beans. She does love her coffee. Practically lives on that stuff. Remind us of anyone? Me. I live on coffee. I love coffee. Not so much that I drink it like 100% of the time, but still. Nami is grooving along to music only they can hear through their hear speak. They bump into you and gasp, gesturing to turn off their hear speak. Oh my gosh, I didn't see you there. I'm sorry. They dust you off unnecessarily. Good as new, they chirp. What's going on, Mayrin? I don't actually think I know when your birthday is, Nami. I know nothing about you, except for that you are they, them, and 14. She's younger than us. When's Nami's birthday, guys? Some of you know. Yes, we could do that. There are some minor side effects, like the potatoes trying to strangle us, but at least we'd have chips again. To have chips. For those of you who are not in the UK, chips are, fries or crisps. And, no, chips are fries. Mid-dust? Okay. I missed it. Nobody told me. Guys, you were not on the ball. Oh, Rex. Sorry, I almost missed you. Rex holds out his hand, letting flakes of sparked snow melt on his hands. I thought snow was supposed to be cold, he says. Is everything on this planet warm? He sticks his tongue out, trying unsuccessfully to catch some flakes on his tongue. Hugs incoming. Rex folds you into his arms, bending his whole body around you. He smells warm and a little spicy, like clean sweat and sunshine. It's a good hug, the kind that makes you instantly a little more relaxed. I constantly forget everyone's birthday. Oh yeah, I saw this when it was in preview. It's adorable. Hey Count, long time no see in my chat. Welcome in. Yes, I'm over halfway through the game now. I use chips because both USA and UK have potato products called that. Doesn't matter which it is, they're both good. I mean, yes, potato chips in the US and potato chips in the UK. Not quite the same thing, but still made out of potato, so nobody's complaining. I've talked to everyone, haven't I? Yeah, I've talked to everyone. So, we don't have a lot of stress. Do we want to do this? Or do we want to go get collectibles for the year so that I have presents to give people? Because I'm out of medicinal roots entirely. And I could stand to get some more bobber fruit and xeno eggs as well as crystal clusters. I mean, it's not problematic yet. I need this. I need many things. Anyway, thank God for the little info panel. Yeah, Allison. Dear gods, what would we do without it? Expeditions are a really, really important part of the game, so picking up some collectibles is helping you. Absolutely it is. But do we do it now or do we do it later? I think we should do it now. Let's go out. Okay. A refresher for the map. Valley of Vertigo is to the east, the Resting Ridges is to the west, the Prosaic Plains is to the north, the swamp is to the south. These are important things to note. As for the bestiary, these are all the things that we know about. I have been through them all. Even the herding sunbiter, which we discovered. So, do we forage in the valley? All events have respawned, so there's stuff out there. It will help with perception and our maxed out biology. Do we go survey the plains instead, which helps with perception as well as animals and our friendship with Dis, which we do appreciate having. All of events have respawned as well because it has changed seasons. Or we could explore nearby, which does less bravery and less perception. Also friendship with Dis. And I believe all of its events have it respawned as well. This is better for perception. This one would be better for bravery. This one would be better for perception. This one's the best one for perception. Survey the plains, says Count. Events and collectibles resets every quiet. My understanding was that it reset every season, but maybe it resets every year. I'm not entirely certain. Perception would be nice to have. Plain sounds good if it boosted animals too. Okay. I will go survey the plains. Get some stuff. Oh, Nami's coming this time. Sweet googly moogly. Let's talk to her. When you report for surveying duty, Nami Nami is here. It's their first day as a surveyor. They smile pardon me. They smile widely when they see you, smiling exuberantly. Oh, you two know each other already? Utopia says, looking to you then Nami. That'll make this easier. Mayrin, I'd like you to keep an eye on Nami while you're out there, Utopia continues. I'm gonna assign you the same regions for the next little while. Just make sure you don't wander into a nest of snap bladders, okay? Yay, hooray! Because friendship. Nami cheers and gives you a high five. As Utopia explains to Nami Nami and some other new Helio surveyors about the surveying tools, Nami starts to get bored and wanders a little ways from the group. You see it happening, but are powerless to stop them from tripping and nearly landing on a nest of Hopeye eggs. They're just about to crush into the delicate spun glass cocoon when Utopia materializes out of nowhere and scruffs them by the back of the collar. Nami, pay attention! Nami giggles, like they didn't even realize the danger of being stampeded by the upset Hopeyes beginning to gather around. Utopia ushers them back to the group before things can get tramply. Nami asks a million questions about the eggs. Are they edible? Do they have hard shells or soft? What is the cocoon made out of? How long until they hatch? Utopia sighs. Just get out of here, you two, she says, before the cute little varmints turn ugly. That's fair. Okay. Looking for any collectible in the area that I can get to before we move on. Yellow flower. Heck yeah. Got it. Alright, what's up, Utopia? Chief Surveyor Utopia stops and you and Dis near the depot. Feel that? She asks. You can feel some kind of ominous distant thumping, pulsing regularly through the ground. If you stand still, you can feel it vibrate up your own body too, like a massive global pulse. Utopia says, checking a readout on her holopalm. First the oohing and the awing. They don't understand how dangerous the world is. And later the yelling and the screaming. Yep, Count, absolutely. That is definitely the quote. I reckon it's naturally occurring, she concludes, but it's given me the willies all the same. You two better check it out. Mind you stick together and take readings on the way in case it's dangerous. You and Dis look at each other, excited. You follow the thumping, now an audible noise, growing louder, west, until you've roughly triangulated its location. You know you're getting close, but it sounds like it's coming from all around you, and your instruments aren't precise enough to help.
Do we ask what he thinks it is, or do we just try the perception challenge? If I ask, does that mean I don't get to have the perception challenge? Because I would really like the perception challenge. Do we know? Because sometimes you can ask multiple things and sometimes it's a one and done, and I don't know if this one is a one and done or not, and I would prefer it not to be a one and done. Those of you who've played the game far more than I have, do you happen to know offhand? And anyone who wants to wiki monkey that, I would also appreciate. Allison can't remember. Oh no. Oh no, I may be on my own for this. Well, I'm gonna ask, and then if I miss out on the perception challenge, I'm just gonna be sad. Thank goodness. It was not a one and done. Dis spreads his hands. Aliens, he says seriously. Dude, that's the obvious part. Come on. We will follow the sound. Bonus to straights. So if we can make straights, we should. We don't have a 6, though, is the problem? Wait. We do. Never mind. I got this. Opening round of a 31 for a goal of 65. Let's go. Only almost half. I tried to Google it and ended up lost in an alien ship. I appreciate you, Count. I do. Alright. 4. Becomes a 5-4. 3. 2. Next round, we're gonna super gold this, absolutely. Four, 3, 2, 1. This is super gold. Do I care about getting it even higher? Not really. I think I'm good. I did straights. I leaned into the bonuses. Everything else was just cake. I've played so much, but also like with breaks. So like the fine details I cannot remember. Hey, that is absolutely fair, Allison. You do not have to have the whole game memorized. I was just wondering if any of those who had played before could tell me offhand. Yeah, they're memories. I like the system too. This is definitely a deck building game that is not similar to other deck building games, and I like that about that. Victory is ours. We get extra perception. Memory. Thud of the Thumper. Interesting. You find a machine, an ancient broken down machine, like a small pyramid shaped building made from some kind of dark stone or bone that looks almost like it grew that way. Except it isn't broken. It's just so very old and overgrown, it looks more like a pile of rubble and roots than a building or engine or whatever it is. Still, a thumping noise comes from inside it. The vibrations are strong here, making your guts feel weird. You don't notice it at first, but there's a curious path on the ground moving away from the machine, a line half a meter wide where the dirt is a little more worn and bare. It heads off in a straight line to the west, or coming from the west. Could animals have made this path, or the thumper itself? We were going to analyze it because I got the engineering to do so. My engineering is already maxed, so I don't know if this does anything. Probably not. It's definitely not natural. On some parts of the thumper, you can see what might have been writing once, carved deep into the not-quite rock. It must be thousands of years old. Whatever part of it still works is deep down in its core. It has a funny smell, too. Sweet, like something fermented. Puffs of air come from the vents near the top in time to the thumping. You also note that the animals here are a lot more aggressive than usual. Even the insects buzz more annoyingly overhead. Your scanners register higher levels of attack pheromones. Whatever's going on, the fauna don't like it either. Eventually, you head back to share your findings with Utopia. Totally an alien civilization, Dis insists. Utopia scratches her head. I suppose so. Maybe, she says. You said it looks ancient, right? Perhaps there could have been another civ long ago. But have we found other signs? We have found other signs, but nothing active like this. It seems to be pointing west, or receiving something. She snaps her fingers. There's some right ugly ridgelines out there that have kept us from checking that direction, but we got gliders and motivation. That's half the battle. She makes a note on her hollow palm. We'll open up the western resting ridges for surveyors, she says, then grins. Whew! Say that 3 times fast. We'll have to stick together out there. Dis looks at you curiously. Sure, if you're scared, he says. Ooh, that was interesting. That was interesting. Interesting. Well, time to follow the path. You've stopped to admire the light glinting. Ooh, we know what this is. Glinting off the water of a shallow circular lake when you notice some strange rocks near your feet. They're pink and red, bobbing on the shallow water on the shore. You've seen these colorful floating rocks before, but when you brought Dis back to show him where they were, you couldn't find them again. We are gonna repeat the pattern. You play a little memory game with them, touching the stones in the pattern they give you. You feel emotions coming from the rocks. Affection, interest, gratefulness. Somehow, you understand they like the contact. Are they creatures or rocks? Sometimes the lines between the two can be blurry on Rotumna. They can't move, but learn about the world from creatures who pass by and touch them. Like the way animals rub to leave their scent, these rocks entice animals to play with them and leave information about the world. You get the sense they're excited for your new scent. To what end? You don't know. I played with them again. They were fun. Alright. We took the non-path version. This time I'm going to take the path version. Find out what this is. Oh, we can get another Plague in the Snow card if we want it. We already have it, though. I don't think I want another one. Because it's low. Here's a gem card, though. But it's a lower numbered card, and I kind of want to get rid of those. So we're just gonna shovel it out of the way this time. We have coffee time for booze. Ask the fairy. Getting better can lead to better skill and kudos gain. It's good. No, I didn't. I'd love to see more games in this style. Me too, Allison. Oh, I know what this is. It's a juicer. You stick fruit in it and get a drink out, but it doesn't get washed out, so the leftovers ferment. The locals are obviously getting drunk on it. Drunk, I swear. We have coffee time for booze. Alright. Time for booze. Let's go. I'm gonna shove it out of the way. We're gonna get some toughness and stress. It's fine. It's fine. You actually don't have a shovel with you, but you find a brush you can sort of use like a broom to sweep the snow out of the way. The smart snow is lighter and floofier than you were expecting. Whacking it with your brush causes showers of pretty sparks and tiny popping noises. It takes ages to clear the path, but it's oddly satisfying. Hopefully the next surveyor through will appreciate your hard work. And then we get more stress on top of the stress we got. More crystals. Awesome. Looking for those collectibles. Those delightfully delectable collectibles. I need to get over there. A mass of dead bushes blocks your way. They have pointy spines the size of short swords and they look very sharp. We could blast our way through it. We could crawl through it. We could leave. Leaving will just put us back where we were. We have enough combat to do the blast. I would so have played an empath planet. You totally fit in. I mean, the blue people avatar planet is more of an empathic planet than this one is. This one is more of just like if all life was connected through mushroom. Honestly. Everything here is part mushroom. That's what their connection is they're all mycelial in nature. So, even the rocks like you. They like new things. They like learning. For the time being, until I am boring, they like me. Yeah, I guess we're blasting. I'm shooting my lasers. I'm sorry, plas cutter. Good thing you brought a plas cutter with you. You cut a hole through the bushes and set a bunch of the surrounding forest on fire while you're at it. That'll teach those bushes to get in the way. Gosh, we got violent there, didn't we? Please, medicinal roots, please. Please? No, mushwood log. Okay. Okay. Have it your way, game. Yellow flower. I can get the yellow flower and not do the thing. We're getting close to the being too stressed out to get anything more. This might be the last one. Yeah, this will be the last one, probably. Crystal cluster. Won't be able to get to those medicinal roots. Sad. Here we go. We've been through this one before. He's gonna rush us. We're gonna bravely stand our ground. It'll be fine. This card becomes a 2. Unless we put the unchangeable 2 on it. This value is wild, though, so that works for us. I could do this. 27 for a goal of 47. That's half, and there's 3 rounds, so... Alrighty then. This is a social challenge. Three, 2. No, we don't have. I can do this. I can also do this. Then I can do a pair of 2s. I have another round. Yeah, I'm good. I'm happy with that. All right. Yeah, that's basically as good as it could go. So. Cool, 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 cool. We win! Bravery and kudos. Yay for us. Yeah, the creature pounds past you, but we are brave and it just runs by. You look around, but you have no idea why it was running. It's fine. Alright, we have one more challenge that we could do. We can get these crystals, and that's it. We cannot get anything further. I did the non-path challenge last time, so we'll do this path challenge. Thank you for sharing your carrots, account. I appreciate it. Lunch noms are yummy. At the edge of one of the circular ponds, something sparkling catches your eye. Well, everything around here sparkles, but this thing really catches your eye. The water in the little lake is deep and milky, though, and you can't see to the bottom. It's completely still, almost too still, and it's so perfectly circular. You remember you've been warned about getting too close to these pools. Well, bravery challenge. Get. Let's go, Amario. That's fine. All right. 6, 5, 4, 3. We've hit goal in round 2. So here we go. No other gem cards. And then this is like super, super gold. We get a straight, we get a pair, we get 2 different flushes. We win. Extra bravery. So that gets our bravery up a little bit as well. Animals has received a bump. Perception will definitely receive a bump. Toughness has received a bump. It's pretty good. You aren't scared of some pond or whatever might live in it. You march up to the edge, keeping your eyes on the shiny prize, and paw around in the snow looking for that shiny whatever it is. Looks like it's a pretty crystal, just sitting on the ground. Good find. Yay. You're too worn out and tired to continue, so it's time to go home. Time to de-stress. But we did get extra perception and animals from the end of that, so yay for that. And, of course, friendship with Dits, always a good thing. The sun rise again after glow, heralding a new year. It's your 16th birthday. You wake in your new quarters, blinking into the watery sunlight. Dust motes float through the air, and you take a moment to enjoy the perfection of your bed while you listen to the sounds of the colony waking up outside. So much has happened in 1 year. Just a few short months ago, you thought your life was over. Now it's better than ever. There's plenty of food, and the colony is safe. You even have your own bedroom. You're considering snoozing until your dad wakes up when your reverie is interrupted by a blinking holo message. It's a text from Tange. Joyous observance of the anniversary of your birth, it reads. Another one comes in. That means happy birthday, of course. And then, in case you didn't know. Wow, a whole 3 messages in a row from Tangent. That's pretty gushy for her. Your dad wakes up shortly after that, and you order up your traditional birthday breakfast feast. He gives you a big squeezy hug and tells you he's proud of you. Oh, Dad. Early quiet becomes mid-quiet. Any birthdays I should know about in mid-quiet? Asking for a friend. Dis jumps out of the bed of an expedition's transport, slapping it fondly on the roof before turning to you. He looks uncommonly comfortable in his skin. Hey, Marin, he says. It was a good day out there. He doesn't elaborate. You're the only person in the game who has a birthday during quiet. Good to know. I mean, that's probably not ostensibly true, but some of those people are adults. So they don't count for our playthrough. We don't actually even know when our dad's birthday is. Your dad doesn't have time to chat, but he waves hello. We're gonna help him with the animals because we finally have a stat high enough to do so, and it's Dad. Your dad is helping two bristle slugs who've gotten tangled in each other while, well, maybe they were wrestling. Your dad doesn't want to go into the details. He hefts up the larger one and you carefully pull apart their bristling spikes, being careful not to get jabbed yourself. 10 minutes later, and they're back at it again. Your dad shrugs. The heart wants what it wants, I guess. Aw, man. It's a mating thing. I don't get it, Cal says, leaning on the fence, looking out towards where you can both see the soldiers milling around the garrison. Killing that alien when I was a kid was the most horrible thing I've ever done, and those assholes treat it like it's no big deal. They want to do it. He clenches his fists. They're murderers, but no one cares. Oh, Cal. Oh, Cal. He's such a pacifist. Not the setting, just the game. If they don't have an entry, they don't exist. Yeah, no, I understand that. I just meant that if you extrapolate setting-wise, I'm sure there are adults with their birthdays in quiet. It's just they don't matter for our playthrough. He's back to giving us friendly advice instead of being a complete and utter asshole? Okay, whatever. We don't care about you anyway. At least not in this run. Hey, what's up? It's, you know, it's just my birthday last month. No big deal. See you, Annie. Tange. I've been thinking of changing my sleeping habits, Tange says. If I only need to sleep 8 out of every, say, 36 to 48 hours, must they be endured all at once? Imagine the efficiency of taking a 15-minute nap every 4 hours instead. Why, that's practically no time at all. New rule, all adults have their birthday in quiet with you. I mean, if you want to headcanon that, Allison, go for it. Oh, please, adults don't get older. They just exist in the background. As an adult, I can, supposedly, I can say that yes, I generally just exist in the background. This is the truth. The Count has said a smart thing. You're standing around gossiping with Rex when he suddenly goes quiet. You turn to see a group of teenage soldiers from the Helio staring back at you from across the courtyard, scowling in derision. Don't pay attention to them, Rex mutters, turning back to you. If they know they can get under your skin, they're never gonna leave you alone. Trust me, it's better just to smile. Aw. Have a hug, Rex. Let's show them. Again? Rex laughs, but wraps you in a big bear hug all the same. I had a teacher who was turning 29 for like the 14th time. Yeah, exactly. Next thing you're gonna say, they have dialogue other than wah, 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 wah. Look, Count, some of us in my chat will understand that reference. The rest of them are too young. Oh, Tange. Polyphasic sleep works relatively well, but it must be perfectly adhered to. It's a house of cards on a very wobbly table. Yes, but if anyone was going to pull it off, Trav, it would be Tange. Poor Mr. Scrake. is clueless. They just don't show the classics anymore, Mr. Scrake. You would have to know about Snoopy and Gang to understand that reference. And if you do not know about Snoopy and Gang, you will not understand that reference. Which has dated some of the people in my chat by like a lot. Myself included. Wow, I'm suddenly ancient. Same, Allison, same. Charlie Brown and Friends. Any of the Charlie Brown series, any of the Charlie Brown comics in the newspaper, which don't even exist anymore. Neither the specific newspapers they were running nor the comic. All of the animated holiday specials. Anytime the adults spoke to the kids, it was wah 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 wah. There is, in fact, a more recent representation of that in Nickelodeon cartoons. I don't remember which one. So if you are in the younger crowd, but you remember Nickelodeon cartoons, you'll probably know what I'm talking about. She'd need to stay up for just another 10 minutes to work with that experiment. Collapse. Yeah. Again, Trav, Tangent's probably the only person who could actually pull it off, but even then. An AARP card just fell out of a portal and hit me in the face. I don't think you're quite that ancient, Allison. Sorry. Crusader drops to death door, gets 210 stress because of horror. Resolute. Let's go, Mr. Scrake and his Crusader. They made a new Peanuts movie. I wonder if it has it in it. I don't know. I haven't seen it. I didn't want to break my heart that hard if they got them wrong, if that makes any sense. But like, people who don't know the Peanuts just will not understand the reference. It's my thing. I've talked to you already. You were disappointing. I think I haven't talked to Mars. Mars is scrolling through the colony message board on our holopom. Mayrin, do you think I'm stuck up? She asks. There's like this whole thread on the colony board about how I'm conceited and think I'm so much better than everyone else. She continues scrolling. If I felt shame, that would really hurt. Well, you don't, so I don't know what to tell you. We have de-stressed just enough to be able to go to work, so I'm going to. I'm going to. Is there anything new? Nope. Sure isn't. Assisting the governor. Go. Ooh. At the next SFC club meeting, Mars swears in Nami and Rex. Do you swear that you will, to the best of your ability, protect and defend this colony against our enemies and faithfully keep this secret oath forever and ever? Nami and Rex both agree. The pledge sounds a lot more political than you remember. Mars hands them both pins with the SFC club's logo. The first order of business is apparently dishing more about the governor alum. What do you think about him? Mars drills Rex and Nami. Is he as ignorant as he looks? He's not like pretending to be a nullhead to lull us into a false sense of security, right? Nami and Rex look at each other awkwardly. Rex clears his throat and scratches behind his ear. Nah, Lum's just another meathead military guy. Honestly, he wasn't even real good at doing that, so I think they gave him a desk job just to keep him out of the way. Then we came through the wormhole and... He makes a splat noise. Bunch of people up top died and he was the only one left. That was 30% chance to resolute too? Dang. Nami nods. Yeah, they confirm. He's like pretty okay, I guess. We don't know him that well. Mars stares openly at Nami and Rex. Wait, you're telling me he's the leader of the whole colony and he has all the governing experience of a trippet sandwich? Nami and Rex look at each other again, then shrug and nod. Ugh! Mars exclaims, pulling her hair in indignation. I would be a better governor than this idiot. He just sits in his office recording stupid HoloNet videos about how we're winning and winning. It's so pointless. Wow. That's definitely very much a commentary on our politics in the United States right now. I love that he failed upwards, Allison. That's how he got power. He failed upwards. This is not uncommon. Ooh, burn. He was only a desk jockey. Yep. And then he was the only desk jockey left. Your credentials? I'm alive. Yeah, basically that. That is how he ended up in charge. And of course, the military personnel, all the soldiers are trained to follow the chain of command, and he was at the top when everything went down. 2022 release date. Yes, I'm aware, Raptor, but like that particular section is just very relevant to right now as well. I'm not saying that they weren't on point then, but still. At least he's not insanely militant. Could be worse. I think you've missed some things, Count. You should check the VODs on YouTube. Just saying. Mars slumps in her chair and puts her head in her hands. What are we gonna do about this planky nullhead? I don't know enough to have an opinion. We should overthrow the governor, or I'm sick of talking about politics. Isn't this supposed to be the secret fun club? Like, are we having fun right now? Or are we just, organizing a rebellion? Keeps being relevant over the years, even before the game release. So many failing upwards people. Yeah, Raptor, absolutely. Oh, sounds like I'm gonna have to play it. Yes, Count. I believe that this should be your next obsession. I think you will enjoy it immensely. Warning, it does not pull punches. Deaths do happen, they hurt. Just for you specifically, I am warning this. Overthrowing is fun? Okay. I guess we're gonna overthrow the governor because I don't like him either. Go rebellion. We are in our rebellious phase now, boy, with that 15 rebellion. I crack myself up. But we also got friendship with Mars. Mars' eyes go wide. What? That's... We could? Why not? If we want a better future, we're gonna have to build it ourselves. Yep, that's kind of how these colonies work. Should we ever actually colonize Mars, this is probably going to be a thing that actually happens. Just FYI, here is the future of the Mars colony when it happens. It's not an if, it's a when. I'm the find a fun activity officer. Why not overthrow the government? I know, right, Trav? Like, now it's our brilliant idea. Oh, shit. Your democracy officer will remember this slight. Indeed, Raptor. What I should be doing is getting PvP rank in FF14. I'm just having trouble carrying. I don't like PvP, so... Nor do I play FF14, Count, but, like, good luck, I guess? I read enough young adult YA novels for this. That's fair, Allison. It's prevalent in YA novels as a subgenre. The moon is a harsh mistress points out how valuable it is to be higher in the gravity well. This is true. Laughs in Palpatine. I love that we have a Star Wars fan in here. Even losses get you there. I think 118 of them. Indeed. All right. I liked Governor Udicott. Cal speaks up for once. She was really thoughtful and nice. Lum is letting people with guns run everything. It just makes me uncomfortable, man. You look at the little SFC pin on your shirt and realize your silly childhood secret club might be turning into a bit of a political organization. Oh, look at our little... Look at it. It's so cute. +2 and from gem cards. So it boosts gem cards and it gets boosted by gem cards. Heck yes. Secret Funtime Club's 2-card go. Thank you, Eduardo Vargas, for the art. It's super cute. All right, time to get to work administrating. And of course, the new card does not even show up. Bonus to straights. Can we do a straight? Not in this group. Holy shit, it's all 4s. Well... +1 for each gem on the cards. And then we're gonna do smart for my age and smart for my age. Keep this between rounds and do this one too. I mean, I just like super gold the crap out of that. Can we do even better? Apparently that one's better. I bet you anything. It will be... Oh, right. Even better if I did this. No, maybe not. Literally does not matter the positioning on that. No, this one's better. I thought as much. Alright. $46. We didn't get any straights, but we do have a 4 of a kind, which gets a boost, and a flush 5, which is very powerful. So, there we go. Super gold. Can you hit 40 exactly? I don't care about the I don't care about the kudos for hitting the exact number. The higher the score you get, the bigger the bonus you get to skill. I mean, there are thresholds, but yeah. This is why I keep consistently getting a +5 to my persuasion skill right now. So, we're just gonna keep doing that. Now we're too stressed out to work. It is late quiet, and we stressed. We stressed. Alrighty then. Hey, Mars. Yeah. You're gonna be running this place someday. Sure, Mars. You keep thinking that. Go right ahead. It's also possible that we end up in charge. Soldiers are a bunch of assholes, Dis mutters, wrapping his arms around himself. All they want to do out there is shoot things and tear up the plants. It's awful. They're just making it worse. I agree. They are making it worse. They do not deserve this planet. They never should have come here. They're here anyway. It is unfortunate. Hey, Dad. Dad is working on reports, but he always has time to say hi to us and see what we need. We love him. We can't help him with the animals. We don't have animals high enough, but we love him anyway. Hey, Cal. Yep, they are murderers. You care. I care. We don't like them either. I understand. Sadly, they are kind of in charge, and it's a problem. Do we like it? No. Vase is about 2 clicks removed from flat out ignoring you. Go bother Rex if you like him so much, he snaps. Just don't believe anything he says about me. You don't know the whole story, and he'll lie to anyone to make himself look good. So far he has told us nothing. Maybe you should tell us the story if you think that he's gonna lie about it. Maybe you should, I don't know, not be an asshole. Oh, hey Annie. Hope you're doing alright. We know you're sad. Tange barely looks up from her work. Is there something you need? She asks. I'm attempting to manifest a flow state, which is a perfect plane of uninterrupted mental stimulation. It's supposed to be quite effective for creatives and researchers. Sorry to have bothered you, Tange. We know that you think your brain is the most important thing. Look, I'm starting a rebellion, so, you know, it's probably gonna be me. No one is gonna vote Mars in. Let's be honest. Nami! Nami is sitting off to the side all by themselves. Despite that, there are a few other small groups of teenagers from the Helio here. When you sit next to them, they look up from their holopalm with a startled expression. Oh, hi, Mayrin, they exclaim, giving you a bright smile. Hi, oh, hi, let me clear space for you. Oh, Nami, you don't have to. I'm just here to chill. Rex, what's going on? Rex looks around the colony, scratching idly behind his ear. When he sees you, he smiles so wide his tongue lolls out of his mouth. Hey, Mayrin, what's you got going on? Hug time! Again! Rex laughs, but wraps you in a great big bear hug all the same. Alright. Where do we want to relax? We've relaxed in the lounge before. We've relaxed in the gardens before, and we've relaxed on the walls before. We have been mainly getting friendship from surveying and relaxing on the walls with him. We might be able to get Cal, Tangent, Annie, or Mars, depending on where else we go. I believe Rex is the lounge, if I remember correctly. We have just enough lack of stress to, like, actually practice our photo phoner. How funny is that? We could get more friendship with Nami Nami. Or we could just get friendship with Rex. Good Anakin, good. I am not Anakin Skywalker. Thank you very much. That boy was chaotic good. I am neutral good. If I'm not lawful evil. He was, however, lawful evil in the end. Young Annie was so good with tech, though. He was. He was. He was the one who figured out the center point station was? Yeah. Yep, he did. You know what? We're gonna relax in the lounge. We gave Rex our first kiss, so we will spend time with him. You're relaxing after hours when Aunt Anne pops her head into the lounge. The kitchen, she announces in an artificially sweet voice, is looking for someone to help with part-time cooking duties. Someone young, someone responsible, someone organized. Someone, she stares pointedly at the teens in the room, who might have too much free time on their hands. We could avoid eye contact, but we're going to volunteer because we're that kind of person. She bustles over to you. You'll be perfect, Mayrin, she says, hugging you. Then loudly to the others in the room, she declares, I'm glad somebody around here is responsible enough to put in their share of work. So we have unlocked cooking in the living quarters if we would like. Everyone else ignores her, shifting awkwardly. No one wants to disappoint their auntie. Aunt An gestures towards the nearby cafeteria and tells you to come by next week so she can show you the ropes. But we took the month off. Stress cry, goodbye. Because I like mushwood. It usually isn't just a 3, but sometimes the 3 is necessary. Yep, forgetting stress cry. That was such a long ago memory, but it is now early pollen. And this is where I will leave today. So let's get in a cheeky save. This is the 7th stream that I've had, so stream 7. Okay. Thank you guys for joining me on yet another episode of I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. We are in the second half of this game, and it has been absolutely fabulous. I am May, and I stream Monday through Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern US time. If that is not your time zone, please put on a follow and put notifications on either here or Blue Sky, preferably both. I always post when I go live on Blue Sky, and sometimes I even talk about the games or other interests there, so if you want to become more my friend, go join me on Blue Sky. I need help social mediaing, please. Dear gods, talk to me over there. I'm so bad at it. In any case, those are the 2 places that you will be informed when I go live. All of these streams become VODs over on YouTube, so if you've missed anything that I've done in this game, or want to see what other games that I play, because I am technically a variety streamer, I just tend to do things one at a time, feel free to head over to YouTube and check out the playlists that are handy dandy there for you as my way of giving back to this beautiful community that I'm building. It's for free. I make no money over there. It's just for you guys.
With all that being said, I do raid my friends on Twitch because we're all in this Twitch community together. And if you think that my basic ass raid message is boring, feel free to add whatever love heart or raid emojis you would like to contribute, because I'm happy to support all of our communities together. Who can I raid? We are gonna go raid Marklar the OK. He is probably gonna be winding down his Dead by Daylight stream soon, but he is playing Dead by Daylight with friends. He's an Irish streamer. His community is totally awesome and chill and a good time. So please tell him that you came from me. I have friends over in his chat too. So thank you guys for joining me today. Have a fantastic rest of your day, evening, night, etc., etc. And I hope to see you back tomorrow for more I Was a Teenage Exocolonist tomorrow at 1. Until then, we raid in 3, 2, 1. Bye, guys.